Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Science and Beyond. I hope everyone's having a great holiday weekend. You know, I've been out on the road. A stupid me, I don't know what I thought I was doing today. So I said, Lynn, let's go get something to eat. She's like, all right, babe, let's go get something to eat. Yeah, that was just ignorant. It was insane out there. Yesterday, it was even funnier because we went to a casino to go to one of the buffets for Thanksgiving Day. And when I checked on the website, oh yeah, we're open. Get there. I said, oh, not only are we not open, but we're not even coming back thanks to COVID. I was like, oh shucks. We stopped at the next one. The line was literally probably 3/4 of a mile long. It was like wrapped around inside this massive casino twice. I was like, nah, I don't think we're going to go there. We got lucky, got the island view. Their line wasn't too bad. The casinos are great, by the way, for dinner. I mean, they have great restaurants in there, great food. I stopped. Matter of fact, on the way home before I come to talk to y'all, I stopped and got me a dozen beignets on the way home. Made a little coffee, had a little beignet. If y'all know what a beignet is by now, if listening to me, I'm just shame on you. Is all I can say, man. Go look it up. It's famous for New Orleans. They're all over the Gulf Coast. But it was a nice little ride home, nice sunset. Posted it all to our Twitter feed. I mean, not our Twitter feed, our TikTok feed, where my dog is more famous than I am. It's just pathetic, man. Just pathetic. Lola is, I'm telling you, yeah, Lola is just stolen the show. Her and Fiona are just like super famous now. People just love them to death. And I'm like, yes, my dogs have taken over. It was supposed to be a page for this station, but somehow the dog got on there now. Oh, well, we've been evicted. The dog has taken over. But a couple of things right quick before we bring on our guests. You know, there's been a lot of stuff going on the station. I know everybody's been asking us about holiday broadcasts. We're going to be giving away a lot of books as usual. And when we're talking with the Goodwins in a few minutes, we're going to talk about that as well. As you can see behind me, look at Santa back here holding up this book saying, hey, look what I got. And we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But we do have a lot of shows coming. We're going to be giving a lot of books away. So find your favorite show. I think just about every show on the network, we're either going to be sending books to or giving them the way to get them from us to send them out to whoever won the book. So it's going to be mixed authors from a lot of different, yes, a lot of different authors that we're going to have books from that are going on. I think when I talked to Shelley yesterday, I think she said 27 different authors. So someone, and then where they are, can you see them? No, you can't. I'll be giving away 5 of these. 3 of them are sitting right here, and the other 2 ought to be coming in about a couple of days. So we'll be giving away 5 of these. So this is more than one book, people. You have to read through it. I'm not getting into it. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But along with several other books that we're going to be giving away. Also, not sure how I got talked into this, but we are going to be giving away audio as well. So a couple of our different guests that come on the show have actually given us audio cassette. No, I shouldn't say audio files that you can download and you can get and you can listen to the book instead of reading the book. Or reading the novel, because I know how y'all are, people. Y'all are like me, you're ADDH. You got to be doing 5 other things while you're listening to something. So this way, y'all can sit there and listen and enjoy the audio book that way. But anyway, enough about all of that. Welcome, Emily. Welcome, John. How are y'all tonight?
Good.
Hey, Joe. We're doing great.
Good to see you.
And y'all think I'm crazily busy. Jesus, you ought to see these 2. Oh, Lord. I'm not kidding you. They nonstop. Every time I talk to John, he's doing at least 5 different things. It's going to be crazy. And then y'all going to be doing Christmas stuff. So wait, let me get this straight. So I know the big gala just was 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's over. Then I seen y'all partying down at some wedding somewhere. I'm not even going to ask about that. I'm just going to skip over that. And now we got Christmas going on. Amy, what are you, like, taking speed or something, girl? Jesus.
No, just got to keep busy. It's kind of like that time of year where there's just so much happening. So, it's just kind of one event.
That's true.
But, then there'll be the holidays and, after the parade coming up, then we just have one more virtual event and then that's it.
The parade's really exciting. It's this weekend. It's Sunday, and that's the big Hollywood Christmas parade. It's the biggest Christmas parade in the United States. It's broadcast on the CW as well as on the AFN, American Forces Network, and then KTLA, which is the big station here in Los Angeles, will air, which covers most of Southern California. But we didn't have it last year, so we're very excited that we're having it back again. Our involvement is that we're the green room, so all the celebrities that will be entering in the parade, and Emily's got a whole, she'll be able to highlight some of the different celebs that'll be involved with the parade. But they'll all be hearing this off. This is behind me is one part of the L. Ron Hubbard Library where we have all the Battlefield Earth awards and stuff like that, which we'll be talking about a bit later. But throughout the rest of this room here is, like I said, this is the L. Ron Hubbard Library, and so this will be full with. We'll only have about 150 celebrities this year. We normally have a lot more people here, but due to COVID, we're keeping it just very much more low key. We don't have the big buffet like we normally do. It'll be all prepackaged food that they'll get.
Yeah, and it's all being very, a lot of protocols for COVID. This is the largest event that we've done here in LA with, crowd. I mean, LAPD said they're expecting 1 million people on the street. It's going to be interesting, but so we're taking kind of baby steps back into the event. Laura McKenzie and Eric Estrada are two of the parade hosts, and they're donating 10,000 masks, and they'll be handing them out along the parade route. They're very nice little Christmas masks, and anybody coming in to the green room, it's all just being kept very tight with protocols and stuff. Just we're getting in the holidays, we want to keep everyone safe, and we'll have a registered nurse on site just making sure everybody's okay, and so it's going to be good.
And then on the street right next to us, we have a 160-foot long step and repeat, and there's more media confirmed for the event this year than we ever had before, and so there'll be at least 100 different media outlets that will be here in attendance, doing interviews with people. It's massive. It's a 160-foot long step and repeat.
And in addition to hosting it, though, we have our own entry in the parade. We have, I think you've been listening to a bunch of the stories from our audiobooks, the L. Ron Hubbard pulp fiction stuff from the 30s and 40s. So one of those stories is called Under the Black Ensign. It's an old swashbuckling pirate story. And the main character, Tom Bristol, has been turned into a 5-story balloon. And he's going to be cruising down the street, Hollywood Boulevard.
Wait, you're not going to be holding this balloon, right?
No.
Just making sure.
It's like 25 people to hold it.
It was just her.
I can imagine.
It's helium. It's a helium balloon.
It's a helium balloon.
We'd be pulling her down off of Mars somewhere.
That might make an interesting shot once.
And then we also have another thing too, is as the green room, we also have a segment which will be in the parade. One of the books that L. Ron Hubbard wrote is called The Way to Happiness. It's a non-religious moral code, and it works out really good. Michelle Stafford, who's a multiple Emmy award-winning actor for The Young and the Restless, is going to be on the. It's not a float. What it is we've got part of what gets done in East LA is this anti-gang events that get done. That Way to Happiness helps to sponsor. So we got these lowriders,
the peace rides.
The peace rides. So these lowriders, they're going to be riding down there, and she'll be in the front one there. And but the whole thing is like, which is the message we got for this holiday season anyway, is like, let's get back together. Let's just celebrate. Being able to come back out again and enjoy one another. The main thing on it with Way to Happiness, the first precept is to take care of yourself. And so that book has had over 100 million copies sold. It's got the Guinness World Record for the most translated book. Mm-hmm. So we're looking forward to a really fun time.
I was thinking, I've been to a lot of events since I was down there with y'all, and I felt very comfortable there as far as COVID went. I've been to a couple just this week that I did not feel that comfortable with. And we have really low COVID numbers down here right now. Really low numbers. But something about them just, I don't know. So people, I'm going to say this, and I say this all the time when I'm on the air or when I'm traveling, whatever. If you feel uncomfortable, leave or go get a mask or something. Don't make yourself miserable the whole time. You'll actually see interviews I've done with different people over the last 4 months where they're actually still wearing their mask. As long as they're speaking loud, I can deal with the mask. It's just... But, make yourself comfortable. Because I tell you, I was in one of the casinos. They said, I might have to leave this place. It was buku packed with people. I was like, And I haven't seen them like that since pre-COVID. I'm like, why don't y'all go away? I liked it when it's quiet. I could come have some lunch, get a nice steak, and enjoy a view of the water. No. We got 500 million people up in there.
Well, they had the same idea as you.
Yeah, that's like today, going on stupid me. Thought we was going to go get lunch. Yeah, okay. All I wanted to do was go out and just go get a nice seafood restaurant or something. Yeah, whatever. Besides that, you couldn't even go any of the malls. It didn't matter if it was a traditional mall or one of the new spread out land malls. It didn't matter. There was so many cars in there. We took an hour just to get in and out the parking lot. So I
Wow.
was kind of like, well, we're gonna go find some lunch somewhere. I said, the hell with this, and thank God I knew my way around. So I just went to where I knew there was no shoppers at and had some good lunch. I was like, Jesus, but it's crazy out there right now. It does, and I'm in one way, I'm really, really, really glad to see it. I really am.
I'm
And
very
the,
happy about that too.
and the other side of me is like, we're not going to have to get another one of these shutdowns again. So it's a little leery in the back of my head, but the rest of it's fine. It's like a friend of mine was laughing. I just started using cash like in the last 2 months. And he's like, yeah, like it's. I said, dude, I haven't used cash in like 3 years. I don't know what to tell
Yeah.
you. I said, I haven't used any kind of cash. I said, I didn't even have change in my pocket. I said, no. He said, I know you hate tipping on the crowd. I said, yeah, well, I've been doing that's what I've been doing. And it's weird, but the whole time I was down there, I felt comfortable. I even felt comfortable at the Roosevelt. So, and I've stayed at a few hotels, and most of them I felt pretty nice at. The ones on the beach makes you a little paranoid because there's a big, 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 big turnover of people coming through there, and they're coming from all over the country, so they make me a little nervous. But other than that, but so far I'm surviving. I'm doing okay. I'm alive and kicking and giving away more books, people. Yes, I heard that bleep in my phone. I mean, that bleep on the computer a minute ago. Yes, giving away lots of books. Well, you mean these? Oh no, these are $5,000 each. What are you talking about? You have to make a donation of 5 G's to get one of these. Yes, I
Maybe
had.
you could get the
I,
Santa too.
well, I channeled L. Ron Hubbard the other night and had him sign every one of these books. Like, I'm just kidding. Before anybody sends me, let us know. I was teasing.
$5,000 would be a serious deal.
I'd be like, here, you can have one. Yeah, if I could channel this, but it would be. It would be a most interesting conversation because as I'm listening to different things he's done, you always leave a little piece. The writer always leaves a little piece of themselves in the books. And now that I've been through, I don't know, 2 dozen, maybe 3 dozen, about two and a half dozen. I'm kind of, and plus the book he had sent me a couple of months back, kind of gave me a different look on who and what he was. Because if you listen to the Hollywood version, it's a whole different thing than who you're actually reading about. So
Yeah.
it's always a pleasant surprise. Because usually, if you let Hollywood, they'll almost always disappoint you. In this case, it's the other way around, so that's kind of nice. Uh, and then a friend of mine the other day is trying to he's trying to bribe me. He's seen one of these sitting behind me. He goes, "Oh, how much you want for that?" I said, "You go on the website and buy the damn thing." He's like, "No, I want the one you got. It's special." I said, "It's special." I said, "Why you want it? 'Cause it's free." I said, "No, no, no. Let's go buy one." I said, "I know what kind of special you mean here." I was like, "Oh." You got to watch these people. I will. I'll get phone call. Matter of fact, we're having we're in a political show a couple weeks, and this is a serious show. We're really, 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 really going into this show. We're tearing the politicians all over the planet. People are calling. I mean, writing all over the screens. Are going insane. And all of a sudden, this lady comes in and says, "Oh, I thought this is where you could see the L. Ron Hubbard event." And I just stopped, like, wait, what? And she said, "Yeah, the 21st event they had." I said, "No, you got to go to YouTube and type in right into the future 2021. So be sure you type in 2021 so you get the right one." I said, because there's a few of them over there. And then now the host goes, she goes, "What the hell were we talking about?" It's like, I said, "I don't know. I think we lost that conversation," but it was funny because it was just the way it happened. Because this system doesn't allow us to take phone calls, which kind of bites sometimes. But I do give a lot of our I mean, StreamYard, I give them a lot of hell about it. I'm like, look, guys, come on. Y'all a big business now. Y'all are booming. Things are growing for you. Fix it the way we can take phone calls. Because I catch a lot of flack for it. Or allow me to be able to share my messenger in here. Because, I've had Facebook since it started. And currently, there's 400,000 or 500,000 people across my Facebook pages. So, and my messages stream on all the pages. So it's nice for me because people just start typing. If they're listening to the show, start typing in, "Oh, this, that, or the other thing," that pops up on my messenger box. I wish they'd make it where it could pop it up in here where everybody could read it to make it easier on me.
Right.
Because sometimes they write paragraphs. They don't write sentences. I'm serious. They write, I mean, sometimes it looks like mini novels sometimes. You're like, wait, stop.
You're like, wait, you got to be entering Writers of the Future with that thing.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you really do have to. Oh, and I was telling somebody about that somebody had seen two of the winners. I guess they caught them off the YouTube page the other day, and they had written to me about them. I said, no, that was from this last event. I said, yeah, they're on for the next event. Start writing, submit. It's like everything else. And don't forget, people, we went into people's choice this year while we're on this subject. But I got a plan, but especially since I've seen who won. Oh, I got a plan. But anyway, we're not going to get into that. It's for another night. I'll say that John and I'll get together and hash up a plot in the next few months. But anyway, it's strange because. Oh, damn. I forgot where I was going with that.
The People's Choice? Or are you staying?
Oh, no. People's Choice was just inserted in there. That was on the side.
Before that, you were
talking about long comments on your chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I want them to be able to be inserted in here so we can all see them. But I just like
does the StreamYard chat work? The comments work?
Yeah, well, the ones in StreamYard do. But a lot of chat comments I get come through my messenger box on Facebook. So, or they beep on. Actually, my messages go through Instagram now, TikTok, Facebook, and they all just pop up wherever I happen to be, whatever I'm on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or my phone. They all pop up at the same time. So it's nice. I just wish there was a way to integrate it into this, without being able to give away my whole personal life while I'm doing it. So it's because some of them might be business text, but anyway, it would just be a nice feature to get into here. And again, if people get confused tonight and you want to know about Galaxy Press or Writers of the Future, both of the links are in the description of the show tonight. So just go down in the description and click on them. That's John. He does Galaxy Press. Yes, John does Galaxy Press. I'm not even going to go there. Sorry. Let me move some of this stuff out of my way. It's a weird night tonight. I'm going brain dead. That's what happens when you run all day long like a crazy person, and then you sit down and your brain calms down for 5 minutes and it's like, oh, hey Joe, you're on drugs or something. Something good. I wish. Anyway, I'm cracking up. So first off,
work with us at the parade.
I told you, offered you a visit out here for vacation. We could have put you there.
Oh man, look, I would like to come out for vacation.
Doing press check-in.
So I was teasing my partner about this the other day, right? I said, oh yeah, John, they're going to be doing a prayer. So I thought I might fly and give him a hand and hang out. He said, I would kill you. You know that, right? He said, I would kill you. You know, you always feed the dead people to alligators. You'd be one of the ones to get fed to the alligators. I was like, okay, I get your message, man. So then he goes, and don't think you go anywhere between Christmas and New Year's. I was like, what do you mean? He said, I know how you like to disappear between Christmas and New Year's. I'm like, okay, I'll be around, because we should have been finished this job for Christmas, but thanks to some other people and some supply issues, it's going to go into January now.
Yeah, supply's been a definite issue.
Yeah,
it's been a lot of weird stuff like that. Wait, Corrine said, what day was the parade?
It's live in Hollywood on the 28th of November, and then it will be airing. I think it's starting on. You have to go to HollywoodChristmasParade.org, and then it has.
She lives in Anaheim. She just wanted to know what time it started.
Oh yeah, it starts at 6 o'clock on that Sunday.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Well, I don't remember Anaheim being all that far from LA. I remember
it's not. It's like an hour.
Isn't that where Disneyland is? I remember going down there for some reason or another. But people are stationed out there. I know a little bit about California. I've been out to California a few times over the years.
The parade is a kickoff event for the U.S. Marine Corps Toys for Tots, and so this is the first event for them for the season. So we already had our press conference on Monday, this past Monday, and it was covered by all the major networks. It was the biggest press conference, so that was good on that. So we're looking forward to a lot of people on the streets, but it helps start with, like I said, the Marine Corps, because they've donated millions of toys every year to the needy. Mm-hmm. And then we've also got, Emily's been in touch with almost every military agency. So we've got the Air Force / Space Force is carrying one of the balloons.
The Army Rangers, the Civil Air Patrol. And then we also have like American Legion Auxiliary and I think that's it on there. Yeah, but
y'all gonna have great California weather out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It's been warm and sunny, very dry, but warm and sunny. surprisingly, it's very unusual for this warm weather in November. But like today, it's like what 74 or something.
From a TV broadcast, they'll be seeing people wearing their Christmas stuff, sweating. So
it's still nice. I mean, we get weather like that ourselves. This week has been a little chilly, but not cold, but chilly. 66 and 69, stuff like that. And when I'm up here on the Gulf Coast where I'm in right now, it's about 8 to 10 degrees warmer or hotter here than it is in New Orleans. So it's kind of weird. But like I lived in New Orleans 40 years. I've seen snow 4 times. I lived up here for 10 years. I've seen snow 4 times. I mean, there's literally only 60 miles between them. But it has a lot to do because we're right by the Gulf, and also it gets a little weird.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really beautiful place to live. So hey, that's right. Y'all can't give away stuff off the floats. That's right. I didn't think about that.
No.
Yeah. See, because down here you can give away stuff. All kinds of stuff.
yeah, you can't do that in Hollywood.
The only thing they're giving away this time is masks. So
yeah, well, that's still good. That's a good idea.
I know,
yeah, it's a great idea. But
Nothing
what's
wrong.
good about this thing is like we were shut down last year, so now that we're back open again, we're very excited about it. And so is the city. The city actually made the reach saying, look, are you guys going to be able to do the parade again? And so we've got our Mitchell Farrell, who's our council member over Council District 13, which is what Hollywood's in. And then we also have council member over another one in the downtown area.
And also next door to us, Nithya Raymond and
Yeah.
the local senator.
And then we have the senator, this California state senator, Durazo, who's also going to be in the parade. So we try to support, the local politicians as well. And then we've got, in terms of celebrity participation, there's probably 50?
Yeah, probably.
About 50 different celebrities.
It's less when you're talking the Hollywood Christmas parade, you have to have the Hollywood experience. So there's always, celebrities going down, less floats and more convertible cars with the waving, celebrity waving.
That's
going.
what they're royalty, Hollywood royalty. Hello.
Yeah, and then they do a concert that normally we have a concert on the ground, live concert, and then right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and the streets are filled, and they're doing Christmas songs, and it's really nice. But this year they didn't want such a dense crowd for the concert, so everything was pre-taped, and then it will be part of the live broadcast. They'll edit it in. So.
Yeah.
But we have about 10 marching bands. 3 of them are out of state. We've got 3 equestrian groups, the horses and
dance groups and
dance
hip hop.
groups.
Oh yeah, the 501, the 501st Legion, all the Star Wars. They got the Mandalorian adding this year. And then of course you get all the Hollywood cars. There's 50 cars, every Hollywood.
I would imagine they had some oldie goldies
Back
out
to
there.
the Future and the Batmobile and every car you could think of that you've seen in a Hollywood movie shows up there. So that's a lot of fun for sure. And then of course in the Batmobile you've got Burt Ward from the original Batman and Robin will be riding.
He was the original
there.
Robin.
Yeah. And anyway, so it's
and the Beav will be here.
Leave it to Beaver.
Oh, come on. He's not still alive, is he? Get out of here.
He is.
Yeah.
Jerry Mathers.
Jerry Mathers is here. He's a great guy. And then Wally, he was going to be here, but then something happened. He wasn't able to attend. So, but we'll definitely, the Beav will be here.
Danny Trejo will be here, and Jerry.
We also have
O'Connell.
who's the original Hulk?
Lou Ferrigno.
Oh, at least he speaks good English these days. His English used to not be so good. Oh man, it sounds like a good bunch. You never know who's going to show up with a convertible.
Yeah, and then the host for the show, it's as per usual, Laura McKenzie and Montel Williams, Eric Estrada, and Dean Cain, the old Superman, and. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great group of people, and we look forward to it every year.
It sounds like they're a lot of fun to hang out with.
Yeah,
they are.
So you give them a paintbrush and say, "Hey, you want to do some paint? I got a job for you. Come here."
Everything happens so fast. They're down there, because it's like I said, Hollywood. You got everyone's down there with the red carpet and all the media and all the flashing, and then they come up and then they all go down the parade route, and it's definitely a lot of fun. I mean, they have certainly a lot of fun down on the street, and there's a winter wonderland, which is has a whole bunch of trees. I think 60-foot tree down there they just put in, and It was a donation from Elmer Hubbard actually to the city of LA and Hollywood specifically back like what in the 70s or
He started in
80s.
the 70s. He did a whole thing. He
Yeah.
donated Christmas tree because he just saw that it was very Christmas poor. And so he did that, and it's been a tradition every year since then.
So the parade goes past the Winter Wonderland right there on Hollywood Boulevard, and then the Santa goes by, and the lights turn on all the trees, and kids go in, and oftentimes there's a whole Winter Wonderland set up and concerts and Santa house and everything. I think it's a little pared down this year so that we don't get a lot of crowds in there, but still it's up. I saw the trees when we were driving by this morning, so that's all ready to go for this Sunday.
It's going to probably be bigger than people think. We noticed down here that a lot of the events we thought were going to be a little tighter, a little less. Actually, probably about double the size they expected.
Wow.
So it's been kind of, and even I was looking to book. I was getting ready to book a hotel down in Panama City Beach, Florida, and I was just nosing around, looking around here on the Gulf Coast. There ain't nothing available. They're booked up the entire weekend. Every hotel, from the big ones to the little ones, all the casinos, and like the Beau Rivage and Hard Rock, those rooms are minimum $550 a night. They just go up from there. That's where they start at. And hell, I think right now Beau Rivage is probably more like $650 and up. And $650 gets you a little box. You get a bed, and a bathroom and a TV, and that's what you get.
And what is it that's happening down there right now?
Nothing.
It's just nothing.
Oh, that's just how it is.
It's coming back to life, and it ran out in sellers market.
Well, see, Beau Rivage does the Coca-Cola Bears. So they do it from when you walk into the front of the casino and all the way back. They got all these scenes of the bears doing their things and the wolves talking to them. They had snow scenes all later. It's really pretty. I'll film it. I'll put it on. I usually put it on every year. I just go through and film the whole thing because the place is really done up nice for Christmas. They really put on a great Christmas show. That's one of the nice things about having the casinos here, like the one on the beach. Isle of View just paid for the whole Christmas display that you walk through. They provide you with hot chocolate. They get carolers out there and stuff. And it's interesting. And Pensacola does a crazy show. They got all their restaurants are serving food for free.
Wow.
You go to the different neighborhoods, they're giving you samples of all the different foods. As the little buses or carts drive you through the neighborhoods, everyone's caroling at different places. Each one has their own specialty flavored hot chocolate. It's very strange.
Oh, yeah.
Southern kind of strange kind of thing, really. I was like, I can only take so much carol if you want. Just be honest about this. But it's a lot of fun. I tell people all the time they should go and enjoy it. But it's weird, and I know a lot of people told me they're looking forward to the California parade this year. To the Los Angeles Hollywood parade.
Yeah, it's a fun parade, and it's just like I said, because there's so much support on that from the media on it right now, so it's getting a lot of support that way, and it's the first time in 2 years the community can actually come together, which is what's happening, and
it's for everybody.
Well,
it's for everybody.
Chris and them are coming down from Sacramento, so that's a nice little drive.
Yeah.
And they're telling me a lot of their other friends are coming in from San Francisco and other places along the coast, and I was kind of like, damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's a 2.5 mile long parade. It starts from basically right in front of our building here on Hollywood Boulevard. Is where everybody's lining up, and obviously we're the green room, so it makes sense that it's going to be starting right by us.
Yeah, right there.
But we've got all the cool cars are on our roof, and then they drive down the ramp to the 4th floor, and that's where all the celebrities will load in. And then it drives down to the street, and then we have a little chute that they go right into the parade route. And Hollywood Boulevard is a red carpet over the whole boulevard from Orange Street, which is between us and the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel and Highland. So the whole thing is a red carpet. And it's shot at nighttime, which is intentional for the purpose of television. It's got these huge lights that shine down and just light it up. But because it's nighttime, it gives a really great contrast with the colors and the cars. It's just everything so much brighter.
Yeah, it's pretty.
It looks gorgeous. And then then you go in front of the stand with the parade hosts, and then they interview the people. So it's just a whole lot of fun, and we'll have a lot of our friends here that will be at author services for the evening. And normally we have like 600-700 people in here. Now this year we're not having any entourage, and and there's no musicians, So it's only like 150 to 200 people
Yeah.
that will have here just because of COVID concerns. Just to make sure that everybody stays safe, but has a great time.
Yeah, and it's important to stay safe.
Yeah.
I was on the show 2 weeks back, actually 3 weeks ago. I was on a New York show, and a guy called in. He said, "I've heard you on the other show talk about shots." I said, "If you ask, I'm getting on my booster." I said, "Yes," but I said, "I'm getting a J&J. I'm not crossing over." I said, "But I said everybody needs to be safe. Be safe in your own way." I said, "If you're scared of these things, wear a mask." I said, "Stay away from it." I said, "But look, I said I'd like to see this go away." I said, "I got lots of plans on doing some lectures this year. I got a couple of invites to DC. I got a couple of invites to other places. I got invited up to Washington State, which I don't know if I want to go up there or not. It's kind of violent up there these days."
Yeah.
I was thinking, he said, "Wait, you're going to go to D.C. and not Washington?" I said, "Seattle's kind of violent, man, since D.C.'s got cops." I said, "I don't know if I want to go to Seattle. It's a little scary up there." But I got a couple of friends that stay up there. They're doing a gig, and I said, "Oh, come on, be great. Come on." So, yeah, I said, "You can protect me, man?" I said, "I need protection while I'm there." Oh, it's hilarious. But they got a
You can bring Lucy. Is that her name?
no,
Your
Martha. And Martha will be going
Martha.
with me to Seattle, yeah. I don't bring her to LA because I really don't. Where I was with y'all, there was no reason to have her there.
Yeah.
Now, if I've been planning on doing a lot of traveling when I was in Cali, oh yeah, she'd have been with me. She'd have been in the car, right where everybody could see her. Say, "Let's see how pretty she is." Do not touch; it will bite. Actually, a lot of times I travel. I actually got 380. I carry a lot of times with me, but I didn't feel any need to bring one down there. A friend of mine said, "You didn't feel the need to bring a gun to Los Angeles?" I said, "No, not really." And the whole time I was asking, time when I were out one night walking. Anyway, we were just walking in the street, and then he went back, and I forgot some other guy come running around the corner screaming. There was 3 people down the street screaming their heads off. I said, "Yeah." He said, "You're not scared?" I said, "It just sounds like New Orleans to me." That's like walking through the French Quarter.
New Orleans, LA.
He says, "It's nothing. It's nothing scary out there." Because
Well,
you hear all
even
kind of strange
Arkansas.
people. Yeah. Now Arkansas can be scary now, people.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never been there.
Arkansas can be scary for other reasons we can't get into that. Tom might get offended if we do, so we're not going to talk about that. But
All right. Then.
Arkansas is a beautiful state. It really is. It's great, and there's a couple cities we go to. But where is it? Oh, you got one up there. It's got all these crystal caves, and they got all these mineral waters running all over the place, and they'll come out sometimes 4 or 5 in the same place. They actually stream them out so you can see them, and they mark what minerals are above each one of them. So you can fill up whichever bottles, you can mix and match and stuff. And they got great in the what is the name of that town? Anyway, they got underneath the town. They have these great hot caves underneath there. The mud baths, steam baths. It's just a beautiful place down there. And they got just the regular mineral water that comes through it. Everybody that knows it swears that they say they go to mineral water, they feel 10 years young. I said, "Yeah, okay, whatever." I haven't been up there in a while, but it's a great place to get crystals and stuff like that. I was up there. I get invited up there. They do a conference up in the mountains up there, and it's a great place to go hang out. It's a weird crowd, but it's a great place to hang out. And it's a beauty. They got they tell you how common crystals up there. You see quartz like this big,
Wow.
right
Yeah.
was yours. They completely they'll put them along their fence in the yards all the way around. Now, see a crystal that big down here in New Orleans would fetch $4,000 or $5,000. Up there, it's worth about 25.
Wow.
Yeah, and they got geodes all over the place. Geodes, I've seen geodes up there that tells me sell for $1,000. Down here, they'd sell for 35,000.
Wow.
So it's like, what the hell? Maybe I'm in the wrong line of work here, man. Maybe I should be bringing truck with me when I come up here. Yeah, bring that stuff back with me. But they got a lot of interesting stuff up there. But it's a strange place. Lots of mountains, lots of beautiful trees, and lots of rocks.
Do they read there?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you brought that up because Tom and I were talking about that. We were having dinner. We were talking about that, about how could you get the state more literate. Arkansas is like Louisiana and Mississippi. Its literacy is not as good as it should be. They rank far below the national average in literacy. Now, the majority of them will get out of school and learn how to read, write, and about a third, maybe a little more, will go to college. But a lot of them just don't. They get basic skills, basic reading level. They don't want to take the time to read anything because they were never introduced to any kind of fantasy or sci-fi or any kind of things that might catch a child's attention to make them want to read.
Right.
See, my dad and my mom used to tease me when I was at school. So I'd be watching TV and he'd turn it off, come in and start reading a book, and we'd get in about halfway. He said, "Well, you want to know, you got to read the rest of it."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, that's dirty pool there, buddy. Give me halfway through the book," but it worked,
Yeah.
So, but in this case, they're just not there presented. I've been talking. I was telling this to John a couple weeks ago. I've been talking to a couple friends of mine down here, and I'm trying to get them to get off their loyals, we'll say it like that. And well, they're all really, really rich people. I mean, all of them. And I said, look, I said, just a grand, 2 grand, 3 grand, 5 grand each. I said, it's not a lot of money we're talking about here, but you could hit all the lower district schools and you give them 100 books each or 50 books each. Give them a variety or give them the same whatever. I said, but at least they would be offered. I said, they're not even being offered right now. I said, if you're in a public school and you want reading material, you got to go to a library. And some of the libraries are really nice because they were rebuilt after Katrina, and some of them, what kind of just it's not worth going there. So, and then a lot of these kids that want to go to the library, a lot of them in white neighborhoods, so if they're black kids, they might get harassed. So it's just not where it should be. It's a mess, and no one seems to be able to figure out a way to slide that. So I figure, what the hell? You dump 50, 100 books in each school and say, hey, look. There got to be some reading teachers. I know any reading teacher would appreciate any kind of reading material.
Yeah.
Anything that would get a kid into reading.
Yeah, we did a test when we first came out with the stories from the Golden Age because they're written for middle school on up. And we went to several schools. But one of them I went to specifically was one where it's definitely the impoverished neighborhood. This was in Southern California here. And we did a test with a group of 10th graders who had been expelled, and they were coming back in on a reentry program. And so we got them these stories from the Golden Age. Like, in fact, one of the ones that our balloon is the Under the Black Ensign. One of these kids was reading that one too, and it was funny. At the start of we had 2 hours. One was before lunch, one was after lunch. And before lunch, you'd have the girls and they'd get in there reading their books there and like that. And they liked the mystery. And the guys went after like the science fiction. And the guys were like, they're going to read no book. But then the girls were like,
sorry, guys.
The girls were so much into the stories that the guys who were not reading after lunch decided to give it a shot, and then all of a sudden they totally got into it and were reading. And these are kids that were dropped out. These were crims. They're the ones that were being arrested for various crimes and whatnot. And then they started getting into reading and actually enjoying these stories, which the teachers were really impressed with and very, very surprised that it happened. But that's one of the things about these stories, which is really, really good, that makes a difference. Like you're talking about some of these wealthy potential donors to get books into these schools. It does make a difference. These are stories that are high interest. And a lot of times you've got these students whose vocabulary is poor, but if you have a really high interest story, it'll pull them along more than their desire to I can't read, I don't like to read. Just the story itself is such that it makes them really want to read the whole story. And you've been listening some of these yourself in the audiobooks.
Well, I know they do because I got a good friend of mine, Jason. Now, Jason, if you're listening, I love you, but Jason is a gifted young kid. Okay, he got scholarships at MIT. He loved it. Now, when he heard I had these books, okay, when he first seen the first 5 set, set of 5 I bought, another set of 5, and then he's like, well, man, you got to give them to him. I was like, give you what? Get the hell out of here, because he knows he's done a lot of reading. He likes to read. He absorbs a lot of stuff to read now. He's become an internet junkie like everybody else on the planet, unfortunately, but he still likes to read. And it shows you when books are introduced to you correctly at the right age, you want to read.
Yeah,
that's right.
But it's hard. And I was having this discussion with a friend of mine who's a school teacher, and he said, well, once it gets to a certain age, it's not true. I said, well, that's not true. He said, well, Joe, you were introduced to me. I said, that's true, I was. And I said, but I got lots of friends who weren't. And I said, I'll tell you how I used to trick them into it. We would start a story while we were walking to school, walking to the store, doing whatever the hell we were doing, riding the bike. And we'd start a story. We'd just work through the entire story. He said, well, that was a good story. Where'd you get it from? I said, from a story I read somewhere else. And we just kind of let it progress on its own. And so they would actually go back and start reading some of the stories where I got the opening lines from. Uh, and it worked real well. And they got into it, and they were 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. So I don't really think it's too late. And even for me, I would prefer, people give me shit about this, but, through age 25 to about age 50, I would prefer to read a technical manual over anything. And I know people who'd rather shoot themselves than read.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's be honest about it. But for some reason, it was just like, my brain was moving too fast at the time for me to actually to sit and read a novel, because I'd want to skip ahead, jump ahead. As it is on TV, I got to give Linda the remote control. Because if not, let's just skip ahead here a little bit. So it's like, because my brain's just working too fast for it. So, well, with the pad was nice because it is audio and I can listen while I'm driving. So what I do is I just turn it on and I toss the pad on the other side of the seat, or I put it in the covey, the little glove thing on the other side of the seat, and I can't reach it while I'm driving. So all I can do is control the volume, or if I want to switch up to another story, but I can't control anything else. So it's nice. I just sit and listen to it as I'm cruising along, and it's nice. I don't drive like a madman. See, if I listen to music, I get home way too fast. So this is true. This is way better for me to listen to. So unless I got business going on, I'll listen. And then I was doing a call with a customer, and for some reason, I guess because it was playing through the backside of the other phone, he's like, "What are you listening to?" He said, "Really interesting." I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, "What are you after?" I said, "You're not getting no discounts for whatever reason. You try to get nice here." He's like, "No, what are you listening to?" I said, Galaxy Press sent me this pad. It's a really nice pad. And I said, no, I just listened to different L. Ron. Oh, my daddy grew up with L. Ron Hubbard. He loved him to death. And he spent the next 45 minutes telling me about him. I said, yes. I said, now can I go back to listen to the story? Oh, I said, well, you know what? Now I'm home. I can't. So thank you. He's like, you don't have to be an ass. I'm like, man, come on. I said, I told you. I said, there's nothing you need to call me about. You just wanted to chit chat. And, which I got a lot of good customers. I like to pick on them, but I really got, for a guy, for what I do for a living, I've been really lucky with the customer base I got, because there's some crazy people out there, y'all. I'm just telling you, there's some crazy people on the list. Kimberly, yes. See these right here? Let me get one. Santa Claus, let me have this for a second. Don't get jealous. Damn. You gotta watch Ho Ho, man. He's vicious back there. Him and Martha on good time. See, like, look at the size of this thing. Okay, this is for serious book readers only. All right. Don't even ask. Just stop it. This is for serious book readers only. So now, Galaxy Press gave us I think it was 10 of them, and we're going to give away 3 or 4 of them tonight. And then anytime when John or Emily's name comes up throughout the Christmas holiday, which it will on a couple of different shows, because we're going to be talking about a couple of different things, I'm going to give away another one if you know who they are. If you don't, get one, so you better be paying attention now. Now, since I announced this the other night, a bunch of people are like, I want one. Now, people, you can go buy this, okay? You don't have to wait to win the damn thing. You can go buy it. But I'm going to try to get them all out by December 10th or 12th. That way, if you're giving them out for a Christmas present, you will be able to. We'll be giving out books. Well, we're giving out books all the way through the first of the year, but all the really good ones we're going to try to get out. Wait, I said that wrong. But anyway, we're going to try to get all the books out by the 20th, so y'all can get them to whoever you need to. I'm just trying to get myself in trouble tonight, aren't I? Oh man, that's what it is, because I ain't been on air and like I'm only doing one show a week right now. It's weird for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm used to doing 4 or 5, and I'm only doing 1. And that's usually the Gray Zone with Michelle DeRoche. Oh, Michelle said hi, by the way.
Oh, good. Hello, Michelle.
She said she loves you. She said
Michelle and Amelia.
She did say John was not getting enough cage time. I'm not sure what that meant. Don't want to ask. She just said he wasn't getting enough cage time. So I was like, oh, well, I'm not going to ask what that's about. Let's leave that go. Oh Lord. No, you can't talk to me, because Amelia will send you food.
Oh, yeah.
She is a demon with the food.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was great.
It was so good.
She sent
Yes.
some awesome Canadian chocolate and maple.
Oh, no, one thing also in this book that you've got that you're talking about, this is the bigger one, so it's easier to show pictures. But in the back of it, it's got author handwritten notes. When he had like 800 pages of handwritten notes also. So we've got about a dozen of them in the back of the book. And so you can see these are notes that he used for, this one here says,
John's gonna make all my geeky friends lose their mind. I can see it now.
yeah, Parson, when he tells Johnny he is a spirit is someone who rises above being an animal. The cyclos couldn't, they are dead. So but he has a lot of these different notes in here, and he explains these are the 11 gates of Cyclo, where he handwrites what they are and he works them all out. And he's got, and there's an alternate ending there for the Chinkos. Anybody that's read Battlefield Earth, there's this one race that created all these learning machines, the Chinkos. And there's another alternate ending for them, that you can read here. I didn't make it in the final letter of the book, but it was a whole author note that he had on what really happened on the Chinkos at the very, very, very end. So it's really, really cool. But you got these things there, and it's also got the last author interview that he did right after he wrote the book with the Rocky Mountain News, a newspaper which is since no longer with us. But at the time, it was the last public interview that he did. So that's also in the back of the book. So there.
So now you see, y'all already got me in trouble as it is. One of my friends already griping at me about what this book the other day is like. He said, "Well, I've been dying to read the book." I said, "Go buy the damn," because he's seen the movie. Well, I remember a good friend of his had read the book and told him go see the movie. It's going to be great. And of course, he's seen the movie. The movie just doesn't encapsulate what the book does. And so now he's been bugged. He said, "You should never told me you had them." I said, "They're not for you." I said, "Do you listen to the show?" He said, "Well, no." I said, "Well, you can't get a book then." He's like, "Wait, what?"
Listen to the show.
He's like, "We're friends." This thing goes, no, man. You got to listen to us, and I'll tell you how to get it when you're on the air. He's like, you're gonna make me go listen, aren't you? I was like, "Yeah." I said, "You might actually learn something." Because he's been another one. He's like myself. He's been another one. Been telling me to write a book for 15 years now. I was like, and we were talking about John just a couple months back. I was like, "I'm telling you, just go to." He said, "Well, you'll take it with me." I said, "Yeah, that way I might get past 3/4 of the way." He's like, "Come on," I said, "We'll go take it." And he's like, No. Now him and his wife are going to go take it. I think is what he told me last time I talked to him.
Good. The writers of future doing that downline course you're talking
about?
Yeah,
because I told him, well, yeah, because we were talking about the course, and I was like, "Just go take it."
Yeah, it's free.
That's what because he wanted me to go take it with him. I was like, "Why? I'm not your daddy." So we're the same age, dude. Why don't you just? He's like, "I'm gonna get my wife to take it with me." I'm like, "Okay." Well, he's had a really going against his life. He's had a really curiously strange, weird, and strange life, and make a good novel. But he's like me; his writing skills are non-existent. So I remember he wrote something. I still remember this. He wrote this little mini novel, and he sent it to all our friends. And my friend calls me. It's like 1:00 in the morning. I'm like, "What do you want?" He said, "Did you read, such and such a novel?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "You didn't read his book?" I was like, "No, why would I do that?" He said, "Joe," he said, "y'all are best friends. You need to read it. You need to talk to him seriously." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Dude, don't let him give this to anybody else." I'm like, "Man, it's 1 a.m. He said, "Look," I said, "I'll tell you, it's in your email. Go get it." So I stumble over email. I get it. I start reading. I'm like, "Oh my God." And I get about halfway through. I'm like, "Oh my God." I call him on the phone. I said, "You at my house in the morning for coffee. We got to talk." It wasn't, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in it. It was just some of the ways he put things together. Some of the language he used was just no. And we weren't even the woke times. God help it if it would have been the woke times. He'd never made it through it. He just had a lot to learn about a lot of things. I said, "Look, dude," I said, "I'm not even an author. And I'm telling you, messed up big here. You need to go find out." And all of our friends, and we didn't want to discourage because we wanted him to write, but that was, I don't know what that was.
Not that one.
Another thing too, you're talking about somebody that doesn't like to read it. This, what you've seen too. This is something that this is a flash drive, an MP3 flash drive that has the entire Battlefield audiobook, all 47 and a half hours on it, with all 67 actors that they can listen to.
And now y'all can plug them into your phones.
It's Black Friday, and there's Black Friday specials at
Oh,
GalaxyPress.com.
people, you need to get your asses over there.
Oh
You get your
yeah,
butts over there. Y'all
Black
should wrote me
Friday
that earlier today.
GalaxyPress.com.
they still go till well, they're still live right now for
People,
sure.
yeah, we still. Oh yeah, we live.
West
Yeah,
Coast
yeah, we live. Y'all need to, y'all need to go buy. People, stop being. From what I seen today, well, you know what's weird because I hear the retail thing for the last couple of days and today, and they said it wasn't as forecasted as good as they thought it was going to be. I'm like, what? I said, obviously they ain't been in the stores I've been around. Lord have mercy. I mean, you just now I did notice when we passed by Walmart on the way home, their parking lot wasn't as packed as other places, but all the retail stores, yeah, and even Dillard's looked like it had been just taken over. And Dillard's isn't exactly the cheapest store in town. And I'm thinking they're just packed. The malls packed, the little malls
great.
are packed, the regular malls are packed.
nice.
Well,
There's
hopefully
a lot
the
of
day
people
will
out
listen
there.
to its namesake.
Well, hopefully no super spread event comes out of this. So I'm hoping we're past most of that and we can move on to bigger and better things.
Yes.
Denise, next Friday for that. Yeah, we don't always do them every Friday night. No, sorry. Yeah, we do it sometimes on Wednesdays, but not every. She's asking me about the Central slate, so it's not tonight. And besides, we can only talk about who so much. Yes, it just gets boring after a while. It's
He who must not be named tonight.
That's right. He should not be named. Period. But not tonight, especially. And I don't even know who we talking about. So stop trying to guess. Oh Lord! Now you see these. I'm waiting till later in the show to tell y'all how y'all can get these books. So maybe I'll do it the simple way, and we'll do it just the first 15 people. But we'll do it like maybe 359. We'll see. Do y'all know y'all's prime number? Should I do that to y'all? It is science and beyond. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah. So we're gonna give away 5 books tonight. I want the first, and I'm gonna make this as easy as possible. The first 5 prime numbers. So whoever writes in, each one, you don't have to give me all 5. You just give me one, but you have to be within those first 5 people. So y'all got my email, iCarCox.net. We'll see later on in this show. Yeah, I just got a birdie finger thingy. There's a lady present. You should be grateful she couldn't see that. Shame on y'all. Lord have mercy. Oh, so Janine said this. My wife also said this. So Janine writes to me just a few minutes ago. She goes, every time I see Emily, she looks different. And I said, my wife said that very same thing. She said, because a couple times she didn't recognize you. I'm like, no, that's the same woman. She's like, are you sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's it is.
Different.
I guess, yes. Sometimes you just, and you do. You look different sometimes. But that's a good thing.
It's always beautiful.
Yes, well, I'm not arguing at that point. We weren't arguing that. Nobody said she was ugly or anything. that wasn't what was being said. They say I always look different. And something, what was it? Yeah, everybody always says the same thing. No, it was all 3 of them, actually, now that I can think of. Because we were talking in chat. We were watching the 2021 thing the other day in a group chat. It was about 25 of us or so. And we were watching, and he said, well, wait, is that Emily? Yeah, she said, I said, well, yeah, she's decked to the 9s right now, people. I said, well, you seen her on the other thing. Oh, people are strange.
Was it? But where did they see me in the event? Oh, was it from your live stream that you were running?
Oh, well, no, because there's all the shots. Well, there's all the stuff before the event outside now.
Oh, yeah,
so,
okay.
Yeah, so and then we've got shots of you like from the night before.
Oh, yeah.
So, when you're all relaxed. I still got to show this too, and she's all chilled out. You just chilled. You looked so happy that night. No, I mean, it was like the casuated canary. I mean, you really did. You looked really, really happy. Maybe happy is not the word. Content content might have been a better word for that.
Yeah, that little moment. That's one of the best shots. Though was that candid shot of you there in the audience there during the event.
I almost had to pay money to get that way.
You're like the dude. You're the dude.
Somebody said, he said, did you set that? I said, no, that was just sheer luck, buddy. It's what that was. I said, that was just one of them things. I just happened to notice it right as I turned around and looked. I just happened to say, you can't really miss the size of the damn screen up there.
Yeah.
It was a great event. I really enjoyed myself. Everybody at the table was really, really nice. I really appreciated sitting there with all the judges because a really good bunch of conversations going on there.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I mean, everybody went out of their way to be nice. I was talking this with somebody the other day, and I said, they said, well, maybe they should make it an open event. I said, yeah, Emily would kill herself first. Open events can't be controlled, my friend. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
It was, because they said, well, you're always talking so nice. I said, it was a great time. I had a great time. I said, maybe you should suck up and get a VIP or something. They were like, or I said, maybe volunteer sometime. I said, they can always use some extra help. These are people who live out in LA I was talking to.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And they asked me how come I didn't invite them. I said, because I didn't want to. See, I'm not like you. I don't have to be nice. I don't have to be polite. I was like, it's like, nope. Anyone with good.
There was a few less people this year just with the COVID, and we kept it a little tighter.
It was, but I mean, everybody seemed to be doing good. And it was nice that the hotel had the black mask all over the place to get your hands on. It was kind of nice. Everywhere I went, I thought it was just with the events with y'all, but I noticed in other places I went, they had them. And then we caught the salsa dance at night. They would give them out when you walked in if you want one or something. Y'all should have seen time at this salsa, baby. I should have videotaped that. That would have been priceless.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Emily's like, what the hell is Joe talking about? Yeah, people. They had a big salsa party going on later that night. That was kind of weird to walk into that. It was a little strange, I'm gonna say. It's no, I'm serious, guys. First 5 prime numbers right here. So y'all could look. Give me the damn book, Santa. Santa Claus just don't want to give up the book. Look at that. You see, and
Yeah.
you know what?
Mighty fine looking book.
It's a nice dick ass book. I mean, Lord have mercy. Wait, there was something in here. Where did it go? Oh, this ain't the one I had it marked in. Damn it. Where was it at? Oh, well, see, that's what you call old age people. I mean, y'all going to be reading and reading. How many pages was this?
It's about 1,000.
1141. Oh, this is about the author in the back. This is excellent. Yes. Again, not for rookies. Okay. Not for rookies. Let's start. If you're a rookie, let's start you off with something a little easier.
It is a pretty easy read. It's long and daunting, but it's not actually a difficult read.
But one thing we do recommend if somebody, because I mean, you've listened to this audiobook, the Battlefield Earth audiobook.
Mm-hmm.
So if a person's a little bit intimidated by reading that, you can plug this in and listen to it.
Oh,
and you got the 67 actors, over 150,000 sound effects. Mm-hmm. It's such a cool, I mean, it won all the major awards right here. This is the Audi Award. This is what the Audio Publishers Association gives out to the top audiobooks of the year. And this was in 2017. This received the Audi Award. So it's definitely great.
Knock out
That's
Emily
not a
with the damn
green
award.
screen. That's for real behind us.
This is the Saturn Award that the book got when it first got published. It's received several awards from the Tetradrama d'Oro, which is in Italy. There's been here's one from Ukraine, from Russia. We've gotten from France. When the book re-released in 2017 or in 2016, right here, it was number 1 trade paperback books and the number 1 science fiction book and the number 1 audiobook in the United States that the release week. And this is the publisher's weekly list. So this is the first week that we came out with this edition that you're giving right now, Joe.
Mm-hmm. It's oh, by the way, Natalie said something about Chelsea. They have beautiful offices over there. I mean, they really do. I got the grand tour. They got great offices over there. By the way, next time y'all open one of them, one of them time capsules. When's the next one?
Yeah.
I think the next one is 2023.
Well, it's got a couple of years to go till the next one opens up. Yeah.
I was threatening, who over there. So you better call me. I want to come out and see what's in it. She's like, wait, what? I can't help myself. I'm nosy when it comes to weird stuff like that. It's just, a weird thing. They do one in Canton, Ohio every 10 years. They go back 150 years. So God only knows what's in them things. But I know last time they opened one, it was a revolver that had been taken down in pieces and with instructions how to put it back together. It's like, whatever it was, a little revolver is probably worth a little change today, but still, it was an interesting thing.
Wow.
Oh, no, Natalie, they got great offices. Oh, yes. Plus, they got a great coffee machine.
Oh, yeah.
We're not even going to get into the coffee machine. I could have sat there all day. John had me going to say something to the youngins. I trying to get into the coffee machine. It was like, oh man, that's a serious little coffee.
That's a showpiece.
It's a nice
It
machine.
makes good coffee.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And it makes good tea. Well, it doesn't make good tea, but they make good tea. I shouldn't say it made good
Yeah.
tea. I had good tea while I was there too. Yes, people, I drink tea from time to time. Don't start. No, I'm not English, damn it. I'm not Canadian either. So let's not go there. Yes, Canadians drink tea. What the hell are you talking about? Oh,
Wait, because it is Black Friday. So just getting back onto this a little bit, we were talking about earlier. It's back Black Friday, and so I'm a book publisher.
that's right.
I like
Go buy a
to-
book. Go. Actually, the audiobooks.
Press.com. We've got all these books you've got behind you.
Don't people actually? I would actually suggest the audiobooks for something like this. Unless you're really like can read. I would, and what I mean by that is like when my wife would take this book in 2 hours later, she'd be okay, thank you, and be going on to something else. Miss, I'm not cute. I know y'all hear me talking about all these books we had in the house before Katrina. She read everything that was in the house, everything,
Amazing.
every book we had, and then almost all of them were signed by whoever they came from. So, and then I got these. I said, well, I did because I had read the. Oh, you can't see them back there, but I got him. I said, I want to see you read through these. I said, this is not something. Because, she likes certain types of books and sci-fi. Of course, I remember she was a big Anne Rice fan and stuff. And when I got this particular set right here, and she's like, oh, I don't know. Apollo. She want me to read what? She's like, no, I don't think I can read those kind of books. Anyway, I'll have to show y'all later on when I can get them out of there, show y'all what I'm talking about. But again, people, so in about, what is it? So about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm going to open up my email. I'll tell y'all when y'all can go. First 5 prime numbers. That's right. First 4 people, first 5 prime numbers. All right, we'll give 5 of them away. So first 5 prime numbers, first 5 people.
When you say prime numbers, you're talking about their
Prime, wait, I want you to well, I can't say them because if I say them, I want you to know when you prime.
numbers. Okay.
Yes, prime numbers.
Okay,
Sorry.
good.
Okay, so I can't. I mean, well, I'm not going to say them, people. I mean, really, the first ones are pretty easy, so I'm just not going to tell y'all. Anyway, I'll check. You know what? Y'all go ahead. No, we're going to wait till 10:30, and then y'all can go ahead and send them in, and then I'll check them. Oh Lord, the things I do to be nice to people. Though. Oh, you mean the writers of the future? No, I'm not giving. Oh, come.
You said you were.
All right, I'll give one of them away tonight. One, because John and Emily are here tonight. I'll give one of them away tonight.
Okay, good.
Okay.
You're the best.
Yeah,
You're the best.
Well, I'm not figuring how we're going to give it away yet, but we're going to give one away. Y'all stop with the chat over here.
I mean, this is still a brand new release. We've been doing these events, these release events. So it's been really, really
now,
fun with all of our winners. And the books are just now ready to arrive in UK in the next couple of days. They arrive in South Africa in about 2 weeks, in Australia in about a week. So for the first time in a long time, we got the print books as well as the ebooks on Amazon. We're going to have the hard copy books in South Africa, in Australia, New Zealand, UK, as well as throughout North America.
They're in Canada.
And Canada. If not, we'll mail some to Canada. We got.
They're there right now already.
I'm just saying, we got friends up there. We can mail them up there. Hey, see this, guys? This is the only one of these like this out of all the ones printed. This is the only one like it. There's nothing else. Nobody else did it. If you look inside, you can flip through the different pages from everybody who won to some of the staff and to some of the judges are all signed on here. So
wow,
it goes throughout
what
the
can
book.
I do to win? What can I do to win one?
Yeah, you're gonna win this one. This one's going up for auction. So what's gonna happen here? Probably later, and maybe beginning part of the year when I'm finished with the page I'm making for the trip. We're going to put this up for auction, and what it's going to go to is simply buying books or buying different audio books to supply in some of these schools. Now, I got a couple of friends that hopefully they'll get in on a bidding as well. And let me tell y'all this, guys. There are already some famous people in here. Okay, I'm going to be honest with y'all. There's a couple of judges already pretty famous that signed this. But this isn't about them. This is about all these illustrators and authors that I can guarantee you one or two of them are going to be famous for sure.
Yeah.
So it's just something you're going to have that when they are famous, you'll have them. And even if they don't all get famous, they'll all probably do pretty well. Of course, I got faith in Barbara.
She's the definite sweetheart.
Well,
now, did you get? We also sent you a package. Did you get the other package yet that has volume 35, 36, and
No,
37.
I haven't seen that one yet, but I'll keep an eye out
I
for
would
it.
say that. So I added volume 35 for you just.
Yeah,
because
so
it's slow drive.
y'all can people no. Oh no, indeed. Now who started on that? You can't even see it back there right now. Pfft. Boy, y'all in that damn picture. I swear. I've had I'm not kidding you. I've had people offer me money for the damn thing.
Which one?
Can y'all see it back there?
Oh, the Battle for Earth print.
Yeah. So guys, I'll buy it from you.
The one that's autographed by Frank
Yeah.
Frazetta, that one.
Yeah. I said, he said, well, sell it to us. I'm not selling the damn thing. I said, leave the picture alone. Because sometimes, depending, like tonight, the cameras are facing this way because I want to sell this, but sometimes it's facing over here where you can see my antique car and the picture y'all sent me and stuff. And everybody sees it, geeks out on it. And then when I show them in the back of it, they really geek out on it.
Yeah.
And they're like, just sell it to us. I'm like, no, I'm not selling it to you. I said, you can always call John. He might sell you one for 10, 20 grand. I said, take Emily out for a steak dinner on Hollywood Boulevard. That's about how much it costs.
Well, I think you can also get them at galaxypress.com. I think they're a bit harder to find, but I think there's still some available.
There might be a couple left.
Yeah.
Yes, for all my nerdy geek friends that you hear that, stop bugging me about the picture. It's a good backdrop. I love it. So Michelle and I on the other day, we're doing a show, and somebody writes, I love your green screens. They're so nice. And we're like, what green screens? I was like, hey, nothing back there green screen. She said, look, I'll touch it for you. And I said, no. I said, we have, because there's 4 different views I have set up in here, because some of them have the maps on the wall, some have the sunken ship. It's just different things. It depends what kind of mood I'm in. It really depends what kind of show I'm doing. The skull there, he's always, I don't know how he got where he is, but he's always hanging out with us. And people, that's Lloyd Pye's alien skull, in case you don't know what that was.
Yeah. And of course Santa now.
Yes. I seen Santa winking at you. You better watch out. Santa's a little strange. You might be winking at John. I'm not sure who he was winking at here. Ooh, anything straight face. We have to watch him. But as y'all can see, guys, he's holding on to the book, so we're going to be giving away in just a little while. If y'all are out in California, go enjoy the parade, people. If I was out there, I'd go. I'd take a little precaution because, it's a little crazy right now. But California's numbers are tanking down, just like Louisiana and Mississippi's are. And if you're living up in the Northeast, y'all getting y'all's butt kicks right now, but hopefully that'll go away. And God help all my friends in Europe. Lord have mercy. I feel for y'all right now. I've been talking to a few of y'all over there. Yeah, y'all are back to where we were, when Trump was president. Lord, that's just scary in itself. But hopefully, eventually, we'll get this caught up and get to move on, and life will get back to normal. I like traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like to get out on the road. I have my own company, so I can travel a lot when I want to. So it's nice to get out and do what I want to do. And there's so many people I got to meet. And look, people, I met so many people. I get brain overload. I forgot like half people's name. I was going back and I had to re-go through my brain to figure out who all I met when I was there, because I was starting to confuse people. I was like, damn. When I say I was 20, that would have never happened. I just never remembered your name. What was that? No, because Emily is ADHD. No, she can't. She can't sit still. Oh no. Yeah. And I'm telling you, when I seen it, when you hear me talk about this picture when she said now, this was like after pie. She probably got up early in the morning. This was late at night. This was not like this was an afternoon shot. This was it was after the bars, the place had closed the bar. So we were all just sitting around by the fire, and she was sitting on the side. And I think that was the calmest I've seen her the entire time. The girls were just like a whirlwind. So was John, for that matter. I'm not talking about Emily, but John was nonstop. Every time I see him, he was in there doing something. And they were great hosts. Both of them were. They did a fabulous job. Both did a great job with everything they were doing there. And even as busy as they were, they still had time to tell me hi and how you doing, make sure I was okay. I was just fabulous. Not just that, they have a great staff over there. Everybody is just really nice. And a bunch of good people. You couldn't ask for a better group of people to hang out with. No, I'm not inviting you. What are you talking about? I can't invite you anyway. It's not up to me. You suck it up to the wrong person. That's all I can tell you. It'd be nice to Emily.
Well, the best way to get out here is if you either write or illustrate. You can send a story in. You can send your illustration in. You can win the contest. We have 24 winners every year that we fly out to Hollywood for the event. So that's your best chance on getting out here, and we'll pay for it.
You bums, they fly you out there. Shame on you people.
Yeah. Albert Hubbard on his legacy. He left specific instructions to continue funding the writers and illustrators of the future contest. So every year, 12 writers and 12 illustrators are chosen in blind judging by the top names in science fiction and fantasy writing and illustration. They're flown out. Mr. Hubbard's accounts pay for their flights. It pays for the hotel. You stayed there. It's a really nice hotel.
Nice house, very comfortable.
Fancy gala award ceremony is paid for. When you enter the contest, it's free to enter, and so he's made sure that everything's funded, so that stays going on that. So, and it's open to everybody. And now, since about half a dozen years, we've had entries online as well. So it used to be you had to mail in your entries, and that cut out a lot of people because the poor starving artists is a truism. It's for real. So now they can actually upload onto the website and submit their stories. And this year we had a winner who was one writer winner that was 67 years old, and another writer winner was 16 years old when she won. So it's just, there's no age considerations, there's no sex considerations, no nationality, no religion. It's just straight. Can you tell a good story, or can you illustrate good pictures? And that's what determines how you're going to win and come out here.
And by the way, I picked the winners. Thank you very much. But now I'm serious. When I was doing an interview, there was two people I was talking to, and young guy from Vietnam. First of all, he speaks probably better English than I do now. And him and I were talking. He was just so confident about how he was talking. I was like, it's like, well, dude, I said, if you're writing anything the way you're talking to me, you should have a shoe in. And when I was talking with Barbara, there was something about Barbara just came off. She was very relaxed with me to start off with. So we right off the bat, we were just chatting. We got into stories, and we started talking about our stories, sixes. And I was like, I don't know. This really sounds like, this might actually, because when she started talking about something about psychic cops or psychic police or psychic, I was like, well, wait, this might sounds really, really good. I said, I think you got a good chance at this. And, it's just chit chat because we were just talking, but still, that's the only two I actually felt I made that connection with that. Because out of the 24, 25 interviews I did, that's the ones. And then, but everybody did a good interview. There's one guy, which he needs a little work, but everybody else did pretty good. A couple of them were very
good story.
A couple of them were at least as showboaty as I was, so that's a good sign. They may, as long as they write good. I told them, I said, look, y'all can be flamboyant all you want, as long as your writing is there. You can pretty much act like however you want to act, but. So if it's not, they're gonna crucify it. Just keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah, but the stories are really good, and those are the ones that are all. This is one here that you've got behind you, but this is the book. This is out in bookstores right now in Barnes and Noble, Books A Million, all over where you are. Books A Million. They did a special promotion there. We had
a couple of 36s away too. They. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what you're hearing us talking about was both 36 and 37. Volume 36 and 37 winners were there. That's why it was so massive, and there were so many people to talk to.
And next year is going to be even more. In April, when you come out again, April 8th, when we have our next awards event, we'll have the winners for Volume 38, and then all the foreigners from Volumes 36 and 37 will be here, which is about another.
Well, I hope Blue Eyes makes it.
About 20, 30 people on that too.
It's going to be another big party,
Well, I'm saying, I'm hoping Mr. Blue Eyes from Australia makes it.
He's coming.
He's coming. Yeah.
This guy
was great.
That was great. He did a great job. He did. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to go watch and know what we're talking about. But if you go watch, it is on YouTube. Y'all can find it over there. We're not keeping it on our website because we're just diverting the traffic to theirs. So just go over to YouTube, type in Writers of the Future 21 Awards 21, and it'll come right up. You have no problem finding it. And we just want everybody to go there to find it. It's easier than having it spread across because we have 3 YouTube pages. It would get a little irritating. It would, it'd be a 3 here, 5. It's just ridiculous. Just send everybody to one spot. So y'all can find it. You should go watch it. It was a great affair. It was a blast. Everybody had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Even when I interviewed people after the event, because I asked, once everything was gone and everything had quieted down, I had asked, was it what you expected? Did you have any gripes? If you have any moans? Nobody did. And to tell you this is a great compliment to you and John and to Eco and to Tom. So y'all know after the event, we had a little party upstairs in the hotel room.
You heard about that.
Yes. And now there was 4 or 5 judges there, and there was about 8 or 10 of the winners there. And so we asked them, actually Tom said, what do y'all think? And he grows us. And I got to say, they were just so complimentary of y'all. Now, everybody had a little buzz, don't get me wrong. So everybody was feeling, And they just loved all of y'all. They really, really did. The praise they gave to you two to start off with would have been embarrassing if y'all would have heard it. If I was even mentioning it, it would just be embarrassing. And of course, they just loved Tom and Echo too. They just felt that out of all the judges there, they felt that those are the two that really made the extra mile. Now, for me, since I was there, I think all the judges made the extra mile. I got to be honest about it. I've seen all of them putting time in. I've seen all of them taking time with the different people. I love the fact that there was as young as there was old. I thought that was a great way to have it. So it's not even the age discrimination in there. And I interviewed the youngest one. I interviewed the oldest. Oh no, did I interview the oldest? He might have been. I think I did actually. But anyway,
yeah, I think you did interview him.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm gonna keep in touch with him. There's a couple of them I want to keep in touch with that I think have potential. Might be good podcasters down the line. Don't want to distract them yet. They want to get some books out there. So Emily, when's your next novel coming out?
Me?
Yes, you. You put it on me all the time. I just thought I'd switch it around tonight. John's like, uh-oh.
Publish the novels that everyone else, the short stories rather, that everyone else sends in.
Yes, I know.
And we continue to encourage those who start and don't finish the course.
I don't know who he's talking about. No idea who he's talking about. It's yeah, you heard that, Jim, right? So you want to come over there? We'll go take it. It's actually, it's funny you brought that up because last night I was talking with a host because he finds himself he's a new host and he had a no-show on one of his guests and he couldn't figure out how to fill an hour. I'm thinking, really? I said, I can do that asleep. But anyway, I said, let me show you something. So I pulled out a book I keep on the side over here. I said, you see all these different topics, all these different lines, marks, everything in here? I said, each one of these is like 15 or 20 minutes for me. I said, you need to develop. I said, you have a lot of practical experience in the field you're in. I said, you get a lot of practical experience in life. You're in your 60s. I said, use that. Talk about that. I said, you'd be amazed how many people will stay and listen to that. Oh, it's a strange thing. No, when I get away, y'all got 5 more minutes and then we'll do it. 5 more minutes, people. Yes, then we'll do it. We'll let Emily and John go because they're going to go out partying tonight. It's like partying like it's 1999 out there in Cali. Yeah,
yeah, that's totally what we're going to do. No, I'm going to go do more preps for the Hollywood Christmas Parade.
Yeah, because you're a workaholic.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd ever meet people like me, just to be honest with y'all, too.
Maybe that's why we get along so well.
It's somebody, we were sitting there and she said, who was I was talking to? We were sitting in the little downstairs lobby area and she said something about Emily. I said, I don't expect to see her until about 11 o'clock at night when she breezes through the lobby for a little while and breezes out. And then I said, no, she warned me well ahead of time. She's going to be busy. And I said, let me tell you what, guys, I go ahead nonstop. I said, I'd see John like a glimpse here, a glimpse there, stop and talk to him for a minute. I said, John and I got together most of the time at breakfast because we were eating around the same time.
Oh, that's good.
And, but then,
gone already by that point.
Oh, yeah. Everybody was staying busy and everybody was just having fun. And it was nice talking to the judges at breakfast. It's nice. It's nice talking to people without having the mics on or anything because people are a lot more forthcoming with stuff. And I told everybody up front, I said, if you tell me something off the record, it'll stay off the record, so you don't have to worry about it. I said, because we had a lot of other conversations that really had no business on a radio show.
You never told that to us.
Huh?
I don't ever remember saying that to us, though.
What? No. Y'all are always on this air, jigs. I'm always on. No, Bruce. Actually, just, again, Writers of the Futures Awards 2021. That's all you got to do. Go over there and check it out. You get like glimpses of Emily. You get some early shots. If it's the one I think it is, you get the early shots when everybody's outside. But after that, she's like the ghost, buddy. You just don't see her. She's hiding back there somewhere. I was just on the right side of the stage that night. That's all. She put me in a good spot. All the judges were.
Now, one thing too we have happening, which I don't know if it's I don't know if we can work on together on it, but on 11 December, we have our holiday open house. And because we're doing it as a virtual event, it's on a Saturday at 7 p.m. here Pacific time. We'll have about 15, 20 different actors that will be doing either songs or skits or little sections from their favorite L. Ron Hubbard story that they performed in the theater. These are all actors that perform in our show. But because it's still that transition from non-COVID to, it's still happening, we're doing it as a virtual show. So we have actors from all over the U.S. and actually all over the world that'll be performing in it. And if anybody's interested, that's on galaxypress.com, where you've also got the site where we're telling people to go to for these books. But that's next. It's on the 11th is we're having that show, and I'll talk to you more about it later on, Joe. But it's gonna be
send me a reminder, because I can always tell Michelle she's off that night, because that would be
that's 2 Saturdays from now.
So that would be my 9 my time, 7 your time would be my 9 my time.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell Michelle that we'd already done by then. All right, no, that's okay. Just remind me. I can always pick up the stream and carry it, because really for the next until after the first year, I'll either be at work or here at work. I'm not going to be anywhere else. We were going to travel during the holidays, but my partner's having a heart attack, so that's not going to happen. I said, like Christmas, I'll just be going 3 or 4 days. Nope. We'll be wrapping up. I said, by then we'll just be doing floors and cabinets. What do y'all need me for that for? Yeah, whatever. They just don't let me get out of work any work. That's what that's all about. But anyway, it's fun. Wait, no, not yet. Has it been 5 minutes? You calmed down?
I think it's been 5 minutes.
It has been.
All right. Anyway, if y'all know, so email me at iCrackCox.net. The first 5 prime numbers will be, each one of y'all will get a book. It's the first 5 people with the first. You don't have to put all 5 of them down, no, because that'll just irritate me. So go ahead and do it, and I'll check my mail in a few minutes. Now for the other book. I've been thinking about this. Should I be hard on y'all and say, when's the first time John and Emily ever joined me in it? Y'all never get it.
No.
You'd have to go find my YouTube. Oh, you can't. Actually, we don't have that YouTube page anymore. So you see, you couldn't even find it on the United Public page. Yes, that would be hard on y'all. But you could.
How about
find
the website where they enter?
Yes, you can find it. Yes, you can find it on the website, or you can find it on SoundCloud. Yes, it's on SoundCloud somewhere. It's back a little ways, though. You'd actually have to do some work, and I don't know. I'd be having to wait too long for y'all to find it. That's not gonna work. I'll tell you what I'll do. For this book right here, if you write to me and tell me, and we just talked about these 2 winners. If you write to me and tell me the winners, the author winners from 36 and 37, for the book 36 and 37, I'll send you this book right here for the 37. So yeah, first person though, not a bunch of 500 emails. What do you mean first person? Because it's going to be the first one that shows up in my email. People, come on. This isn't rocket science we're talking about here. Oh my God, no indeed.
And you want them to, who the grand prize winners are from each volume?
Yeah, from each volume, from 36 and 37. And I hope I still remember. I'm going to have to go look myself.
Blue eyes.
Oh, that's right. Shh. Don't tell them to you. They'll be. Wait, what is that? Where is my email? Well, we'll have to wait till I find my email here. What do you mean, Karen? You think you're going to be first? Yes, because you probably did some 500 million email spam that I have to wait to get rid of to find everybody else. I know how you are. See, this lady we're talking to right here, when we used to do phone and things, she must have one of them things where she can dial like 8 numbers at a time, because she'd call in. Usually she'd make it in first or second call every time. I'm like, how the hell do you do that? She's like, I got this super speed dial thing going on. I'm like, Lord have mercy. What do you mean? What my favorite? I don't. You mean Rock L100? I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
3 more.
I have to get into more of them. I gotta say, I like some of his early stuff. So, we'll have to wait. You'll have to ask me later on. Okay, let me get my email open since y'all are all harassing. That's John's email that year. Okay, let's see. Now, maybe I should have told y'all this in the beginning. You got to give me your name, your address, where you want it sent to. Yes. Why don't you go to your inbox? It wants to stay over here with John for some reason or another. Stop that. Stop it.
So while you're doing that, going through, everybody, this is the book you're going to read. This is part 1, chapter 1. Man said Turtle is an endangered species. The hairy paws of the Chamco brothers hung suspended above the broad keys of the laser bash game. The cliffs of Char's eyebrows drew down over his yellow orbs as he looked up in mystery. Even the steward, who had been padding quietly about picking up her saucepans, lumbered to a halt and stared. Turtle could not have been produced a more profound effect had he thrown a meat girl naked into the middle of the room.
I don't know what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea. I'm just like you. I'm just listening. Wow, with this thing, let me have my regular email back. What is going on with this thing? Okay, yes, I know that's.
I'm doing filler work for you, Joe, since you're like trying to find an email. To
Oh, there we go. No, I wouldn't go back to my regular email. I kept wanting to go to send stuff. I was like, what's going on? Okay. Now, Gene, yes, 2 is a prime number. I seen what you wrote in there. So you're lucky you're going to get the first book. Gene Landry from where are you? Fairhope, Alabama. You shitting me? Yeah, I go to Fairhope all the time. Yeah, actually, I can bring you yours. Yeah, I go. Yeah, right. Send me all the information if you want to meet. We'll go have. I'll buy you lunch and we'll have lunch and talk. Yeah, I had the boss lady with me because she can let me go meet no local girls by myself. That's not gonna happen. Okay, so Miss Jean Landry from Fairhope, Alabama, you get the first one. Let's see who is second on here.
And I sent you the just now. I sent you the 2 winners.
Oh, did you? Okay, good deal.
Make sure you got the right.
Where'd you send them at?
The iCar.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just seen it. Yeah, I seen it. Just popped up. Okay. Let's see who is this. Steven Karask. Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a second. Steven Kruskaville. Yes, and 3 is a prime number. So yes, you do win. So Steven, you're gonna have to write to me. Now, come on, guys. I gave you. We can say this now. It's 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Okay. They're really easy. Remember, it's one number divisible by itself. So yes, it's not that hard of a thing to figure out. Yeah. No, I'm a geek. I can't help myself. So yes, remember, send me your addresses. If you didn't send them, if you hear your name called and you didn't send them, be sure you mail me your address so I can get it off to you. Because what I'll probably do is mail them out tomorrow. So if you send me, if you get your address sent to me tonight, you'll get them out tomorrow. So. Let's see who is next. Oh, there's no way August. I'm sorry, August. There's no way I'm pronouncing your last name. Yes, that looks like some cross between some kind of Japanese and Italian name. I don't even know. So let's go. And it ends in an O. I don't even know how to go with the O. The Saliscus I can go, but the O's just weird me out. But anyway, yes, you hit it with an 11, so you get it too. So make sure you give me your email. And no, I know you put in here. I've just seen it. Where are you from? Oh shit! Hello, London. How you doing? You from London, England? Nice to see you on there. Nice to see somebody overseas winning something. Yeah. So what's that name? Like Yugoslavian or something? You can write to me. Tell me. It looks familiar to me. I just wasn't sure how you pronounce it. I'm not a school teacher. I don't have to pronounce last names. Look, last names even for teachers. Sometimes trying. Look, I went through private school. Half my teachers couldn't pronounce my last name correctly, and it's pretty easy in the grand scheme of things. All right, let's see. Scroll down. No. Oh, see these 2 right here. Let's see. No, 24 is not a prime number. That's not even the first 5. Where did you come up with that? All right, I'm not going to pick on you. I'm sorry. We'll just leave that. I'm not going to say your name because your wife might come slap you or something. She might have wanted a book or something. Lacey Brandon. Hello, Lacey Brandon. Yes, and yes. 7 is a prime number. And where are you? Oh, I've heard of it. Great Lakes. So you're in Illinois. Yeah, I know there's a town up there called Great Lakes something or another. Well, just pop me in there. She just says hello from the Great Lakes.
Well, hello.
Send me you won the book, so you can come on there and send that on there. And let's see, we got one more down here. Guys, there's more than that in it, but the rest of y'all, I'm sorry, y'all aren't going to get there. We'll have to go to the other one in a minute. Kurt Butchard. Oh, sorry, dude. I didn't see that. Kurt Broussard. I apologize. Yes, it sounded like a Kuyon name to me. And Kurt, where are you from? Buffalo, New York. Whew,
ooh, it's probably chilly, huh?
Damn, I feel for you right off the bat. And yes, 5 is prime number. So I'll be sure I see your address right here. So I'll be sure to get out for all 5 of y'all. Thanks for participating. They'll go out tomorrow. If anybody, be sure to give me your address before midnight tonight, people. And I will get it out for y'all tomorrow, and y'all can enjoy the books. The other ones will be given out probably on different shows at different times. Pay attention now. I see. I'm waiting for all these people, for the winners to come in. No, let's see. Christopher, nope, you're wrong. Sorry, dude. Good try, though. No, that was the artist and author of 37, yes. So you went and looked at the video right quick, didn't you? You see A up there. You messed yourself up. Yes. But you should know they have the same trophies. And you would have known it was different when it was the same year. Good shot. Hey, look, cheating works. You just didn't get it right. That's let's see who's up next. Heather. Oh, Heather Caruso. Oh, your name sounds really familiar. New Zealand. Never mind. I know like New Zealand. Yes, and then not Caruso's. And what do you have? Barbara. Wait, Barbara and what? Now, okay, this is a problem. It's probably the right person, but I'm looking at the way Emily spelled it. You spelled it entirely different.
Okay, so he has a pen name. So it's one way in the book, and there is another way.
Maybe that had it. So, okay, because I know what you meant. Yes.
I'm sending it to you right now, Joe.
Okay. Y'all are bad people. Y'all be trying to cheat now. Barbara was easy because I was just talking about her a minute ago. So that's the easy part. And I was talking to Blue Eyes, but we never mentioned his name. Yes. No, that's not cheating. We don't have to mention his name. It's called research. You can run over and listen to tape. Y'all got a couple minutes before we roll out of here tonight. Let's see who else is up.
Okay, so I sent it to you.
Good. Was that John Grant? Wait, I lost y'all all together. Where are y'all? Damn. Oh, there y'all are. I lost y'all's lovely faces playing in my email. All right, I'm going to let your emails go a couple more times, and we'll try in a few more minutes to see. So what is John? You mean John's favorite? Okay, wait. We're going to try this different. So you want to know what John's favorite book is, his favorite author? Because it could be a different thing. Oh, well, that's all how Roberts worked there. So the question originally was, what is your favorite book in the office you're sitting in, is what the original question was. So what do you think?
I'm going to go get mine while John thinks.
I see Emily's not stupid. She's already moving out. Left him out to dry, baby.
Well, see, right here where we are. This is these are all fiction books written by L. Ron Hubbard in here, over 200.
It's a great collection.
Yeah.
Okay, so while John thinks about it, I pulled up mine. This is one. I don't think whoever can see it. It's called Final Blackout.
Oh, I don't think I've read that one. I'll have to check it out now.
So it's a military sci-fi.
It's in your iPad.
It's in your iPad, yeah. And it was written back in, I guess, what, 19? Let me just look at it. Back in the 30s and 40s. I'm going to tell you exactly when. But it's an alternate history. It's a post-apocalyptic story. Originally, doesn't even say in this one. But I think it was 1940. Yeah, 1940. So, and it's an alternate history, and it's basically it's a little darker for Hubbard's works, but it's an alternate history. Basically, like if World War II hadn't ended and it moved forward like 35 years, and what the planet would be like. So it's a really interesting take on things. It's good. It's a great story.
Sounds like it would be. Now I have to read it since I know you like it. I'll have to go check it out and see.
Yeah.
No, that's still not it, people.
I bet you anything John's going to come back with a Western.
Some Westerns are good. Let's see.
So here we go. She got that right.
That's right.
Toughest Rangers, about the Arizona Rangers. I was raised in Arizona, so it's I love the West, and this is a great story about. It's almost like coming of age, but it's just one of those things where a lot of Hubbard's stories are based upon a scenario where a person is confronted with something that's just like really hard to confront, but they make the right decision, do the right thing. And that's what this one is about too here. And it's just, so the Arizona Rangers, the Rangers love this story, you know.
We actually went out to Arizona, and the Arizona Rangers some of them participated in a live performance of the audio drama of that, where we did out at the Wild Western Festival in Arizona.
We had a bunch of very famous Western actors who were there at the festival, and they all participated in the show. We had a blast on it.
Yeah.
Judy Norton, who directed, Judy Norton Taylor, the one that was from the Waltons. She's now gone into producing. She was
she produced it, and then I think Marty Cove from Cobra Kai, he was in it, and he likes doing westerns, and
he loves the Hubbard westerns. So just a lot of great actors that participated in this thing here. So I really like that story. I like westerns. I read almost all of Louis L'Amour's stuff, and they're amazing. But this one here's his westerns are really good too, because he grew up in the end of the Old West, in the turn of the century, 1900s, in Montana and that whole area there, which was definitely very much that mindset. So I love that. That's a great story, though.
Let's see. Stephanie Morehouse, yes, you got them right. Yes, it took y'all a little while. I seen a bunch of emails coming through. I was clicking through. None of y'all got it right, by the way. And wait, people, the ones that got Barbara wrong just confuses me, because I know you just heard me say this like 10 minutes ago. No, because we just called him Blue Eyes, and I wouldn't have known his name. Emily had to send it over to me because I didn't remember it from the event. Man, there's a lot of people I met in that 5-6 days. I say, people, geez, I still got brain overload. And I can't even talk about people I work with where they don't hear about him. I'm like, shut up, Joe. I'm like, come on. I'll tell you. So actually, where are you from? Portland, Oregon. Well, up there in Portland. Oh, I'm sorry. You're from Portland. You live in BC now. Okay, well, yeah, we can still get it to Canada. That's not a big deal. Yes, it's I'm assuming that's what you meant, BC, British Columbia. Yeah, it's not a problem. We can get it there. Just send me your Canadian address, because it's a little different than the American ones, and I'll make sure you get it out. Actually, no, we probably a couple of Canadians whenever we usually get a couple of breads. New Zealand's the first for New Zealand. We never had anybody win down there before. That's strange. Australia wins a lot. China actually wins, but they usually forfeit the book. Yeah, because I don't know, they don't like getting stuff from Americans, I guess. Maybe it makes the Communist Party. I have no idea why. But they do usually forfeit the books. But that's still nice. They still can say they won.
Yeah. How many countries do you have listening to us tonight?
Oh, I have to look in a little while. I want to pull it up and see.
Yeah.
Probably a good bit, though, because we're well over a mil right now. Well, close to a mil. We might be over. We're real close to. Yeah. It's harder to see on this computer than it is on the other one, because I can't open them all on this computer. It's they're really funny about their IP address. It's not going to understand from what happened just recently with SoundCloud, so it makes sense, but it's just one of those things. Oh no, Jack, it's all we giving away tonight. We're not giving. You mean that? No.
But he wants
no, he wants me. He's asked me when I was giving this away.
Oh yeah,
it's never getting given away. No, I'm telling you, it's going to go to auction. It's going to go to auction, and all the money's going to go. Well, no. Well, Pete and I decided whatever it gets, we'll put up. So, yeah. So we'll see. Unless it gets like $500,000, now it'll be a whole different ball game. But still, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. No, because he's how can I say this? He's a reluctant millionaire. It's the only way I can say it. He's a very strange character. He caught himself. He inherited a bunch of money, about $185 million. He inherited. And he caught himself just after 2 or 3 years. He had donated something like $15 million a year, because he got like, what's the hospital for the children?
St. Jude.
Yeah, St. Jude. I'm bad about it. I donated myself, but not to the extent he was. He caught himself in several other organizations. Next thing he realized, he was donating, $15, $20 million. And he's like, whoa, what's going on here? Because they're all noble causes, all the causes he was donating to, but his money was going straight down. And I told him one day, I said, you donate your interest. That way you don't have to pay taxes on it, too. He's like, what? I said, yeah, you got a lot of money in the bank. You get a lot of interest. I said, that's the way to do it. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, they come out, you come out, everybody's happy. He said, boy, for poor guy, you should know a lot about money. I was like, get that away from me. I said yes, but he really did. He got really lucky, and I thought in the beginning he was going to drink himself into oblivion, but then he got married, and had some children.
Oh,
Oh,
good.
good.
Yeah, so now he's like, and guess what? He likes to read too. And if you listen to the night, you know what? Why don't you go over to Galaxy
Galaxy Press.
Press, hit the little button. No, you need to go get the pad. Okay, I don't know how much money you got, so you can go buy the pad. It won't even be a big deal to you. Go get the fully loaded pad, like the one you keep trying to steal out of my car. You know what I'm talking about. And yes, I tell
You
myself
can
that
get
too.
'em. It's still Black Friday special, so you can still go on
Yes,
Galaxy
go
Press.
buy the pad and stay out of my damn car's pad. Yeah. And then when the old guys at work reach all the time, he's like, "Yeah, I used to listen to L. Ron Hubbard. He said they did it somewhere. They used to listen old radio. So
Yeah.
and he said he loved it. And when he was because he had heard it, I had him playing on a pad when he walked up to my car, and he said, "Oh, I know that, I know that." And we got to talking. He said, "Oh yeah, I listened to him." I said, "Well, why don't you go buy some books and keep yourself entertained?" I said, "Why don't you get some L. Ron Hubbard books and read them for a while and stop chasing little 20 years old, save yourself some money." I'm hey man, you got to keep him in line. The old guy going to kill himself. But he's funny. But he's also one of the ones I was talking to about maybe putting up some money because he's just bored with himself right now. And I call it.
It was great that you did that interview with Dory Goldschmidt, a few months back, and she
Yeah,
put
that's been.
books in
I
the
mean,
boardroom. It's like it was great. That and the one teacher, was that
Alabama, wasn't it?
Alabama, and then one of the teachers then was listening to you and said, "Yeah, I was one of the teachers that received the books that you donated." It was
yeah.
great. That show.
Yeah.
No, that whole thing was great, and that's why I've been harping on these guys down here. I said, man, you can't be letting them out and make people embarrass us like that. Like, come on, what is wrong with you people? Because down here in the South, it's which state is the most backward state. So they argue about it all the time. And so, yeah, a friend of mine said, well, how can I be so backwards when I got so much money? I said, yeah, I don't know. Don't ask me them kind of questions. I don't know. A lot of wealthy people down here, but there's a lot of strange ones too. But the Gulf, it's weird because if you live in the Gulf South, it's not the same. It doesn't matter what state you live in, it's not the same as living in the rest of the state. So basically, here, anything below Interstate 10 is just weird. It's some Louisiana people, some Texas people, some Florida people, a couple of California people mixed in the bunch, maybe some New York people. And the casinos here, you get a lot of other people that come in and are just not from here. So people come down here and they enjoy the coast, like in Mississippi. They come down here and they're treated all nice, and they don't realize as you go up into the middle of the state, you're not going to get treated like that anymore. They'd be like, "What are you doing in my town? Get the hell out of here!" Oh no, people, it has nothing to do with color. They just don't. If you're not from a hippie, they don't want you in their town. Alabama's the same way. Alabama is one of the most beautiful states in the whole entire country. Beautiful mountains, beautiful oceans, beautiful valleys, the whole thing. They got everything you can imagine in one state, and they do not advertise outside their state. And until recent times, they didn't even like Louisiana people coming to their state. Every time I go down Dolphin Island, I get said, "What you doing down here, boy? You ain't got no business being down here. You're not from Alabama. What you down here for?" I said, "I'm coming for the beach." I said, "You're not supposed to come down Dolphin Island. You're not from here. Go home with yourself, boy." I'm thinking, you call me boy again, they'll find you in a swamp. And it's just, they're just crazy, and they don't want you in their damn state. And Alabama, most people don't realize, but Alabama's got a lot of security stuff in their state. A lot of the military and the NASA stuff are in the state, and they do it for a particular reason. They're considered the most trusting states in the United States for employees by far. They said an employee there would rather jump off a bridge than give up a secret. So that's why they get so many military contracts. I have no idea why. I would think, anybody who's going to sell it was going to sell that anyway, but still, that's what they say about the place. And it's a great place, but it's like Louisiana. It needs more literacy. It's like Mississippi. They need more reading. Alabama could be competing with Georgia if it wanted to. It just doesn't seem to want to make that extra step to make their citizens. Because let's be honest, in the old days, you could get away with being illiterate. In today's world, you're not going to be able to.
No.
It's just there's too much that requires that you either read or have to speak well. And people, if you don't read well, you're not going to speak well. Let's just be honest about it. So get out there and read and read and read, and don't be scared. And if you listen, you got money, donate to. You can call John directly and say, "Hey, look, I want to buy X amount of books," and you try to work a deal. And he's tough, man, but you might get a deal out of him. But because they want people to be literate. The more people literate, the better it is for them.
Yeah.
And I was watching CNN, not CNN, NBC the other night, and they were talking about how for a long time we were on this nice, steady moving uphill literacy rate in the United States, but now it seems like we've done turned down, not just in the southern states, but in all the states. We're like going back down somewhat, and I'm like, why? I understand video games, but you know what, people, you still got to read the instructions for the damn video game. I mean, uh, I guess schools are just not offering enough literacy. When I was going to school, we were required to do a book report a week on the classics. It was just required.
Yeah.
And then if you didn't do a good book report, guess what? You had to get up, read yours in front of the class. So yeah, I noticed everybody's book reports got immensely better, much faster after that. Yeah, but it was a good thing. And my son likes to read. He likes to write too. But I can't get him to write anything. I keep telling him to go take y'all's course. He's like, Dad, I'm like, you like to write. You actually got talent. When your dad does none, go write. Because he's not a talker like his dad is. So he is with his own friends, but other than that, he's not. But I told him he likes to write. He sits down and writes. I've watched him write whole stories out in a couple of hours, just 50 pages, no problem at all.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, you're missing your calling, you idiot. He's like, Dad, I'm like, just try writing. I said, what's the worst? You get rejected? I'll tell you is thank you. And I said, with these guys, I said, because he asked me, he said, if it's really good, I said, I ain't got to end, don't ask. That's about that. My son makes it like 30th person that's asked me that question now. Well, if I get you a story, can you? I said, no, you submit just like everybody else. I said, knowing me is not going to do you any good at all. This is not going to help y'all. Submit the story. I said, if it's good, it'll get submitted on to the authors. I said, they're not going to know who the hell you are, what you are. So they don't even care. All they care is how the story is written. And
That's
how
right. It's all based on talent alone.
And I can tell you this for a fact now, ladies and gentlemen, because I got to meet everybody there. You're not going to coerce these judges. You're not, and a couple of them, especially 2 or 3 of them, man, there ain't no shot in hell you can coerce in there. You can forget it. Oh, man. They're there to help these people. And these a lot of people, I don't know why they do it, other than they get to come hang out with Emily and John for a week. I don't know why else they're doing it. Come on, they're helping out these youngsters. The older people are kind of stuff, but these young, you know how these young people drive you crazy, man. And that was another thing I got to say. I loved hearing that. Everyone I interviewed, oh God, it was so intense. I think it's gonna take me a week just to unwind it when I get home.
They do that whole week-long workshop, and that's a lot of information that they get in 1 week, and they get to go home and process it all. But it's a lot about the business of writing and how to make it in the field. And on the illustrator side, there's a lot of guest speakers. There's like a lot of judges that come in and speak to them, and a couple that didn't make it Skyped in. So to get a lot of info, so they can actually make it in the field. That's the whole purpose, is to help launch those careers for these new aspiring authors and illustrators.
Yeah, I gotta say, everybody, they all loved it. I remember when they had the 24-hour story. I loved that. I was cracking up. I was following around, going, "Y'all okay? Y'all look like y'all about to lose." And they're all swapping stories with each other. I'm like, "Oh man, y'all really about to lose, aren't y'all?"
They did great. That's such a highlight of the week. It's not just like they don't just get sent to write a 24-hour story. There's some essays that they read from L. Ron Hubbard about how putting that story together. They speak to somebody, so they get inspiration on like characters, and then they do research. Normally we send them out to the library, but we kind of kept them contained because of protocols while they were here. But they get given an object to help inspire. So they have all these pieces that put together before they get sent out. So by the time they leave to go write their story, they already have an idea of what their story is, and then they go out and write it. But it's definitely, and it just shows them that they can do it. And they all did it. They all succeeded. They all did all the requirements beforehand, and they were ready to go once the time, the clock struck. Go out and write.
Yeah, it was great. I said I should have followed y'all around with a camera, with a mic on it, because it would have been worth it. But nah, it was cracking. We were sitting at the bar where I forgot it was like 6 of us sitting there, and they were swapping stories. Like, oh man, I can't believe we got to do this. They were panicking. It was great, and but all of them told me they're going to get it done. I said,
y'all did.
I said, I have no doubt y'all going to get it done. I said they were all in overdrive, so I had no doubt that that's where they were going to go. And most of them seem like they followed instructions pretty well. So
Yeah.
uh, it was weird though, because it always seems like I did interviews. It was like I had authors one day and illustrators another day. They never seemed to get mixed together. So I guess it was the way I was approaching people, but it was strange. But the illustrators, some of them were very, very outgoing. Even though two illustrators and one author told me they wanted to write children's books.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds a bit on the demanding side, but hey, go for it.
Yeah, well, one of our judges, B, she was you met her. She just became a judge, B. Jackson, and she was the winner for volume 24. So that was like 13 years ago, and she fully illustrated the one book about the first lady.
Parker looks
up. That one there with that little girl saw that big picture in the in DC, the big painting of the first lady, Michelle Obama. So that became a New York Times bestseller, and then she just finished releasing.
She just did a book for LeBron James.
Yeah,
that's a New York Times bestseller.
She fully illustrated that one there, so she's just doing amazingly well. And she did create a whole gift paper line for Target that sold out, and though she's got a few different pieces that are left there, but she's just doing so well right now.
Well, everybody there was great. The only one thing I made nervous was Nevin. I might have made him a little nervous for some reason, but the older gentleman. What's his name? Neville.
Larry Niven.
Larry
Niven, yeah.
I made him nervous for some reason. Every time he see me, he was just. There's a couple times I wanted to laugh, like, shut up, be rude, don't do that. I just made him nervous. I do that sometimes. Some people just get nervous around me sometimes. And somebody whispered over. He said,
"He's probably the most famous one that was there."
Oh yeah, I don't doubt it. And somebody whispered over. He said, "He's only impressed. Don't worry about him." And when I went by him the next time, I said, "Yeah, I'm just as impressed. Don't pay me no attention." And I think he relaxed a little bit, but for some reason, I was just making him nervous. Is this guy an axe murderer or something up in here? Oh man, it was. But I mean, everybody was great. No one refused an interview. No one, it was we just ran out of time. But I mean, everybody did a good job. And I didn't want to harass people on Saturday too much because I knew they were all kind of unwinding from Friday and getting ready to haul butt the next day. Yeah. It was, but everybody, I mean, they all were great and a lot of fun. What do you mean, can you get their books? Yeah, that's what we did. They're all in volume 37 and 36.
Yeah.
Yes, that is their books. They're inside, each winner's story is inside the book.
And if you going to galaxypress.com, we have a special, holiday special, Black Friday special that a person can go to. We can get volumes 30 through 37. It's like 30-40% off. It's a really good deal that we've got right now for the holiday specials.
Yeah.
Man, we got European heavy tonight. That is just weird.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's come here, people. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, this is going to also be on the auction.
Oh, who's this?
This is Lola. She's on the auction too. We're putting her up for auction.
No.
So tell her, Lola, Fiona, you're not getting up here because you're going to get hair all over me.
So cute.
She's a terror demon from hell is what she is, but I still love her. All right, Fiona, no go. And Fiona's like, hey, I don't get to see on TV. Fiona's mother, Chewy. Just when the black one is just showing, she's like 6 months old, big 4 pounds, 4 ounces. And I don't think she's going to get much bigger than that. She's a demon. So she's funny. She likes to read as long as it's on my pad. So that night, I had the pad. I was halfway asleep. I had the pad sitting. I had been reading. And all of a sudden, I see the dogs over there changing pages. We figured out how to change pages. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what are you doing? And then one page must have had some artwork on it because she stopped and she looked back. And it was dark. And she starts barking. I think she's barking at a reflection, doofus. And then she goes back to changing pages. I'm like, dogs are weird people, I'm going to tell you. Kathy, not tonight, but we will be giving some more away. Well, I'm off tomorrow. I talked to Michelle, and we're taking a day off tomorrow. But next week, all the shows will be full back on. So the Monday show, PT Talk, will be on. So we're going to be giving one away on there. I'm going to have the girls give away, Michelle and Amelia give away some on their shows. And then I'll be back on Friday. You mean on the political show? Yeah, we'll still give them away there. Actually, we won't be giving away any of their books on the political show. We'll be giving away Anyway, they're on the floor right now. I can't get to him, but he's a channeler. Yes, he's channeled God. Well, he channeled not God. He's channeled Jesus. He's channeled Tesla. So I'm not judging people. Don't give me no crap. I'm not judging. Y'all these are audio books, and y'all do your own judging. Leave me out of that. Now he donated. Oh, a lot of people follow him. Yeah, a lot of people get a big following on YouTube. I'm not saying anybody about channeling God. I'm not going to channel God because I don't want to burn in hell. So, as it is, I'm having to blackmail God. I mean, bribe God as it is just to get into the place. Um, yes, I can see it'd be a long stint in purgatory for me, people. Is all I can tell y'all. It's you mean the parade? No, what day was the parade again?
So it's this Sunday, and it's 28 November. And then if you
It's
go
6
to
o'clock p.m.
6 p.m. right on Hollywood Boulevard. And if you want to watch the replay, you have the times haven't been announced yet, so you need to go to HollywoodChristmasParade.org, and then it has show times, and it's on the CW network, the Armed Forces Network, and then also KTLA. So you can keep posted there and find out when it's going to air. And I think it airs twice during the holiday season.
So what y'all think? Like the 70s for the parade?
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be about 75. I mean, it's just going to be gorgeous weather that day.
So there y'all go. I know a couple of our friends from Cali have been asking on and off. Yeah, none of y'all want any books tonight. Shame on y'all. Just shame on y'all. Y'all should be standing up for your state. Well, that's where John and Emily are, doofuses. You mean these? No, these. I just told you how we're going to give these away. Mm-hmm. If I do a UFO on the cover, we'll give some away in UFO. I just haven't had the time to do it, so it's been in rerun mode for the last 2 months, 3 months. No, I can't give something away in rerun mode. Give me a break. You're talking about, I am giving some of those away this year. So I got 3 collections. I was given, this old lady gave me these about 40 years ago, 30 years ago. These are all the original Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo astronaut badges, including their logo for the whole mission.
Wow.
So I've got all of them. So we have 3 framed ones, but the one frame I'm keeping, I'm keeping it for the grandkids or whoever wants it. The other one's going to be also going up at auction, but the third one is actually the set's going to be broken up and they're going to be giving away the different emblems. You can't get these emblems anymore. Oh, not these. You can't get these anymore. You can get lookalikes, but you can't get originals like these anymore. These actually went to space, the ones we have. All of them did. Yeah. These actually went to space and then were removed from the uniforms and then put up.
That's impressive.
It's the lady, I don't remember her name now. She was a good friend of my wife. She worked at Control in California. I mean, not in California, in Florida, and she knew all of them. Over the years, I've met a lot of people who work for astronauts or work for NASA. And you'd be surprised how many people I still know for NASA. It's kind of an interesting thing. Yeah, they don't like to talk about the subject matters I want to, though. They're like, well, hey, Joe, how you been tonight? We're going to talk science. Oh, no, I didn't bring you on here to talk about science. We're going to talk about UFOs. Oh, no, I got to go home now. See you later, buddy. I've tried to get the head of NASA to talk about the what we may expect to find life in the galaxy, but they're just not ready to go there yet. They're ready to admit that there might be life out there. They're just not ready to talk about what we might find. I say we'll know now that, Amelia's an alien, right? And I'm beginning to think all Canadian women are aliens. I'm getting a little worried now, John. You better be careful. I see you start changing colors. I'm getting nervous, man. No, people, I got to run the thing I got a lot of friends in Canada. If anybody writes to me, I got a bunch of friends in Canada. Actually, we got 7 hosts on the network from Canada. So don't give me no trouble getting in trouble. But I know we got to get out of here in a few minutes. So the parade and then break for a little while, because I know how you are. April's not that far off, youngin.
No, well, the next thing we're after the parade is our holiday open house on the 11th of December, which I'll talk about a little bit later once the show's give you a call a bit later. It should be very interesting. Some great acts we've got on that one there.
And then a month or 2 vacation for Emily, right? She gets a little vacation.
You said the V word. I'm
Somebody
sorry.
got to get a vacation out of this deal, man. I mean, and you can't vacation in California because you're from there. You got to go somewhere else to vacation. Yeah, You can't go to Canada either because you won't be able to get back in the United States.
Is it closed? I thought it was open.
No,
now.
it's open, but you never know what's going on at the border up there. I've heard so many different stories. We did a show on crossing the border in Canada. So sometimes it's not even a big deal. Sometimes they want you to stay in a hotel. It's just a mess. And I don't think it's all with the Canadians. I think a lot of it has to do with we're idiots in the United States. So yes, people, I'm from the United States. I can say that before you write to me about that as well. No, I'm not from Canada. Did you the third person that asked me from Canada? Do I sound Canadian to you? No, I don't. Come on.
No.
Yeah, Canadians have a softer voice than I. They're nicer people. Yes. Don't ask me why, since I got living on that damn cold ass weather up there. I was talking to Dell the other day. It's 18 degrees and snowing. And you know what off? I'm like, what? 18 degrees? I'd already moved. I'm sorry. I've been living here.
Yes.
And Amelia and Michelle says it's not that bad there, but it's getting colder every day. You can't have my tie. Sorry. Somebody's trying to steal my tie. One more question, Gina. We're going to get out of here. What was it? I seen it go. Yeah, I seen it pass by a minute ago. Stop. Don't you knock it off. How did y'all even get in my studio? I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know how to get in my studio.
Down there.
They are. I'm not sure how to get in here, the little demon. Stop it. Go on with your two cells. Wait, what was that again? Wait, that question, guys. I'm going to ask y'all. Oh. Well, no, y'all know some of the winners for 38, but not all of them, right? I'm like getting confused.
For 38,
I know you can't say who they are yet, but I mean,
well, 38. The first and second quarter have already been announced. They're on the website, risingfuture.com, on the blog, and
the third quarter is about to be announced.
The press release going out on Monday in the third quarter.
You can also go to writersofthefuture.com and sign up for the newsletter, and then
it'd be easier way.
Yeah, just sign up for the newsletter, because the newsletters, you have all the data on that, and then the fourth quarter will be coming out in about a week or two.
So y'all know, well, people, y'all better start submitting for one of these quarters or one of the next years or something. Get out there and get to submitting.
Yeah, well, the end of the first quarter for year 39 is up at the end of this month.
Well, y'all better get the writing for sure, people. Get up there. So that'll be a whole another year away. Y'all better get on it. That might be COVID again, people. You better get the writing. I want to see somebody I personally know when. Get your butts out there and write. Oh, y'all tell me how much y'all can write. All these listeners tell me, write. I want to hear. Look, write. No, Emily's not going to read it. Jesus Christ, if she had to read all that, she'd commit suicide.
I read all of the winning stories.
Yeah, if you win.
Before I do.
Yeah, we don't do any judging. We're not judges at all.
So if you want John's lovely face, Emily's lovely face, adored the book, you better write it now, because you only win if you're going to get them to read it. When you get read, if you don't, no, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell y'all.
All these books are available at galaxypress.com.
Yes, go over. There is a hot Friday, a Black Friday special. My brain's going. Y'all go over there and check them out. Anybody who didn't get a free book tonight, you can go over to galaxypress.com and buy one.
If you buy a couple books, you'll be able to get a free book, so you can still get a free book.
Yeah, you see, buy a couple, get a free one, and then donate them to me so I can give them away. Yes, that works real well.
Yeah.
That works out. Clara, Gina, and y'all listening tonight? Yeah, I know y'all been harping about new things to read. And you said that everything today is just saturated with guns, violence, and sex. So these are not the way you think about it anyway. Well, no, it's not to say there's not a lot that goes on in these books. There is. It's just, it's not, how can I say this? It's not as nastily in our face as it is today.
Yeah.
So he has the ability to write the book without using certain things that you just find in every story today, especially with heavy sex stuff and all that. You're just not going to find it to that level in there. So it's like when you listen to a comedian that can do a whole set and tell jokes without cursing. It's a rare thing. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
But the only way you're going to find out is if you go read or if you go listen. No, Smarty, they're not Elron's voice. I don't know whose voice they're in. And actually, I think they're different voices, to be honest.
Yeah, it's multicast.
We've got on the Battlefield, there's 76 different actors. But because we're here in Hollywood, we had such amazing voice actors participating. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of stuff already for all the big movie houses. But this became the go-to project for about a year and a half, 2 years, when we were going through all the L. Ron Hubbard stories.
And remember, people, starting what is it? The day after Christmas, we start playing Battlefield Earth all the way up until New Year's Eve.
Wow,
Nice.
that's great.
So we got it set up the way it plays in increments. What is it? 48, 49 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's set up in increments so y'all can listen to it every day at your own pace. I tell people what I do is I put it on the background, whatever I'm doing, it's just playing in the background. Actually, I had it last time. I had it playing through Alexa while I was working on in the front of the house. Yeah, y'all can get us on Alexa, by the way, in case y'all don't know that, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, I had it playing on Alexa, and so I could hear it that way. Yeah, so you can do that. Alexa can do anything that's on my computer
Yeah.
or anything on
Or
the
you can do
radio
it
now.
this way too.
Yeah, see, that's a good way of doing it. Just buy it for yourself and plug it into your phone.
Yeah.
Plug it into your desktop, plug it into your laptop, whatever instrument you're using
Your
these
car.
days.
Yeah. Just whatever you use.
Yeah, some of them, actually, some of the nicer cars have
The
mini
MP3. Yeah.
MP3 or mini USB ports. Or,
Yeah.
excuse me, or I forgot what the other one's called, scan disc ports. So y'all can stick them in like that. The stereo in my Camry has a scan disc port. I can put the disc in itself. Not it would take CDs. I just haven't listened to a CD in years, so I don't know why it's got a CD player, but it does. But it has a scan disc slot where I can pop in a scan disc. You know, any of the 16 up to I think 64 gigs. So really, I can keep I don't know like 15,000 songs in 64 gig.
Wow.
Or if you're doing audiobooks or things like that, you can transfer it in there. And then my phone, I have a little adapter so I can plug in any one of those little zip drives to my phone. And of course, I just swipe it to my phone to my car. So yeah, everything's interplayable. Unless you're driving an old clanker, it's all interplay. And even if you drive an old clanker, you can go. It's an FM adapter you can buy and put on a certain station, and it allows it to connect to your phone so you can play over FM. Yes, that's just if you're in a car made before, say, like I don't know, say about 2005, and you can do it that way. Just another piece of technology out there. Everybody needs, but phones are great now because most cars are quite adaptable to your phone. Just put in your phone, swipe, 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 and listen. I got one of the ones that hangs off my mirror, so I can stick it up there and swipe. Always keep it turned towards the passenger seat, because I don't want to get a ticket. You was watching them damn videos, weren't you, boy? Pull that damn car over. I know what's going on here. You watching them damn naked women on your car while you're driving. No, sir, I'm not. None of the videos I'm watching have any naked people in them, but still. So I just keep it turned towards the passenger side. And well, everything in the car is voice activated. Even if it's not, everything else is on the steering wheel. I mean, cars are so much nicer now. And I was looking before I let y'all go. I was looking at this new car. So you get in it. It's kind of like it's rounded. So it's got a steering wheel if you want to drive it. You don't have to drive. It'll take you anywhere you want to go. It's got a TV. It's got a 42-inch television in it. It's got a built-in, what is it, 16,
Wow.
12 for a computer in it. It's got everything you need. And it even breaks down the bed so you can sleep. Or it has 4 seats that face each other with a table in the middle. It's totally new way of driving that way. I could use one in. I could sleep that extra hour going to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Let me sleep. I mean, like, we here already. Go around the block a few times, car. But you're in snooze, buddy. Whenever time to go around the block. But it is, and see, that's technology is great for people like y'all, because you can start anything that's media that can be put into something like that. You can be driving, you can be laying in the back seat, relaxing, listening. Because videos and all, they're still kind of squeaky geeky when you're driving. You know, they want to glitch up and stuff and get squiggly lines in them sometimes. Especially down here where, we have a tendency of a hurricane to wipe out the cell towers every once in a while. So they get gapped up. Might be just as bad in California where the earthquakes and fires take out the cell towers. Yeah, I guess you got to live in the heartland in this country to get a decent internet reception. But all that's a good way to listen to things. So there's lots of venues to listen on. There's always ways to listen. Personally, I would buy the pad, people, because it's got everything you want on it. Plus, it's a good pad. You can use it for other stuff.
Yeah.
So
That's the iPad that's on galaxypress.com.
Yeah.
You just search when you go to galaxypress.com, just search iPad.
Yes. No, I'm not giving you my pad, John. Get the hell out of here with that stuff. Well, he's got one. You talking about John? No, John and Cameron's got one. He don't need mine. No, you're not getting mine. No. What do you mean when I'm finished? It'll be 2 years for me even getting close to finishing with it. I don't think y'all realize how much material. That's what I'm saying. Buy it. The reason for it, you can buy this for a family and just hand this thing around the family. I mean, there's so much material in there, and you can bookmark it where you're at, where you want to start. You can stop and hold it where you were. And what I like about it is a lot of the stories broke down in 3, 9, 10, 15, 5-minute segments. So you can actually stop on a segment if you want to. It's a nice feature they added in there. It's usually in the first, I don't know, 2 or 3 pages, but you can stop anywhere in there, right where you left off, right where you want to pick up. My card does that for me, thank God, so I never remember. For some reason, somehow or another, it remembers wherever I was in the story and starts it back up there. But, well, no, I got the good Camry, people. I buy the cheap one. Shit. Damn car cost $48,000, and it was a Toyota. I mean, think about it, as a Toyota, people, in 48 grand. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I can't afford a Bentley. A Beamer, yes, or a Lexus I can afford. I can't afford a damn Bentley though. And even if I could, I'm not buying one because that just seems like a waste of money. I could be buying a Maserati for that. And I ain't buying one of them either because I'll end up in prison. So it's look, the one I rented when I was out there with y'all, like they got me arrested. Them things are just too fast for my own good. The Camry's nice. I was going to buy the Lexus, but actually my Camry's nicer than the Lexus is. It's faster, quieter, and rides smoother. And it was $10,000 cheaper. Figure that one out. No, the new ones are nice. I don't know. They really fixed them up nice, but we're not talking about that. We got to go. So y'all need to go find Emily and John over at, because Emily's the boss. That's why I always mention her first. John just ain't figured it out yet. We us other people know.
He definitely knows.
We all the rest of us, we know what's going on over there. If y'all, by the way, before we go, if you ever get the option to meet these people or any chance to meet them, y'all should really do. They're a great host. They're very nice people. They go out of their way to take care of the people there with them. I mean, there's nobody's going to say anything bad about them that were there during the whole entire event, not even the press. It was handled nicely. Everybody had a good time. Don't get me wrong, they worked the hell out of the winners, but that's probably the first time somebody ever won an award and had to work that hard to get the damn thing. No, they worked hard. Well, I did. Before we go, one quick thing. I couldn't figure out when I was there about 3 days in, and I said, "Man, there's just this camaraderie amongst these. There should be way more competition. What's going on here?" I didn't realize they were sharing rooms until that night the lady told me. That's actually brilliant. That builds up a camaraderie. They all become friendly. They're all crisscrossing with each other. It seemed to work out nice. I didn't see any hostility between any of them, and they all really seemed to be adamantly wanting to help each other. I was like, this is what I wanted to see. I mean, this was great.
Yeah, that's a really awesome part that happens there.
Mm-hmm.
That they become friends for life, and you see them afterwards making like groups on social media and stuff. And
I mean, you interviewed Dean Leslie Smith. He was the first person to walk across the stage and be awarded back 38 years ago in Volume 1.
Yeah. Dean's a blast, by the way.
Yeah. He's a hoot.
I think the longest conversation him and I had was over finances out at the barbecue.
Yeah.
And
some of the winners talked about that.
There was like 5 or 6 kids there, and they were asking Dean about finance, and we were going back and forth, and I think they were irritating him a little bit. And because he kept, well, you know how people are, they ask the same question 4 or 5 times. I said, no. I said, what he's telling you is when you're poor, you start out with an LLC. And they looked at me. I said, no, well, that's how I started. I was poor. I had no money. I just wanted to be protected. I said, when you get a little money, not a lot of money, but a little money, it's comfortable money. I said, you go to a court, or not to a S corp. I said, that way you're more protected, but you still got to pay your own taxes. I said, but when you get the real dineros, you go to a corp. I said, then you don't pay no tax on anything because it all belongs to the company. The company's got to pay taxes on it. They're like, what? I said, yes, you learn these things as you go. And I said, all I can tell you is if you ever get a lot of money, hire an accountant. If you don't know what the hell you're doing, hire an accountant. And no, I'm not an accountant, people. I have somebody that does that for me. Yeah, because I'd be fighting with the IRS every year. Good son of a blinkety-blinkities. I'm not giving you no blinkety-blinkities. This way I don't have to see it. It just comes out. It's painless. I don't see it. It gets taken care of. I don't have to be upset about it. Look, I'm not giving people money. I mean, not people I'm not getting anything out of it for. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. So, guys, Christmas parade, then vacation, and then April 8th. So when you actually start, I got to let y'all get ahead. I know we're running late. But, so when you actually start for the event in April 8th?
No.
April 5th?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, just
the winners will be there already. They come out a week ahead.
So the winners come out like on the 1st of April, and that's when they arrive. And then we had the workshop. The workshop.
So you're not going to have all these people flying in and go April Fools, right? Because April 1st is April Fool's Day. I'm just saying.
That'll be your. We'll give a ticket for you, Joe.
Oh, they don't leave
First.
me
Okay,
alone.
so we're playing April 1st.
I'll be like, actually, it's funny because since the last time I talked to you, I bought me 2 new pieces of recording field equipment, and well, I wanted to bring my big laptop, but I ain't gonna carry it no more because the damn thing's too heavy. So I got some lighter stuff to carry around with me that I like. And then I think I might set up an SD recorder as well. But enough about all of that, because there was all kinds of stuff I recorded there when I was listening to these
Panels?
judges. The panels and the judge. I'm like, all this should be recorded. Not just that. When I was watching some of the artists, I was thinking this should all be recorded. Just not. And what I mean by this, I don't necessarily mean it needs to be put out to the general public, but like you could put it on the backside of one of your sites for all the people learning how to write and do artistry. It'd just be another thing to help them get through, because there's a lot of good information given there that you're not going to get anywhere else. Plus, I got my blackmail tickets for ECO. I got them ready to go. My blackmail photos of me, I got them ready to go for next time I see her. When she's all making those poses on the stage, laying on a chair, kicking her legs up. Yeah, she should be careful when the cameraman's around. You never know what they're taking pictures of. Yeah, she had they had some models that were there, and she'd asked one of the girls to stay over, I guess, to do some more modeling work, and then she was up there showing the kind of poses she wanted the girl to do. I'm like, well, that's a good pose. Okay, that's a good pose. I said, one day this will be blackmail info here for you. It was hilarious. But anyway, I know I got to let y'all go. Thanks for stopping by, guys. It was great.
Thank you.
We'll be giving out some more books. We're going to keep directing traffic to YouTube probably through probably till the next event. My goal is to see it break 50 grand. So keep your fingers crossed. I have been noticing it's about 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week. So I got some on some of the other hosts. I told John, get me a little promo and I'll play it before the shows. I just want to see it, get at least over 50 grand. I think 14, 16, or 17 will be pretty big up there, but I just like to see things grow.
It'd be great.
Besides, more people would see it this year. Maybe some of these people will be writers and decide to write it. Remember, people.
That's the idea. That's the idea. That's why I like talking to you too, because it gets the word out there that people know they can actually do that. And if people aspire to be a writer or an artist, you have an outlet you can do, and it's like.
Man, we got so many ridiculous. We got so many archive sites now. I was trying to count them the other day. It gave me a headache. I said, that's enough of this. I ain't counting no more of these because it's so. Uh-oh, did I lose you? What happened? What the hell happened?
Looks like we're on a lag here.
Oh, okay. That's really weird. Well, you know what? Let me just end this now because this is a really weird lag. Hold on.